Oh, look at what there. Was not expecting to be flipping doing a live stream at this time in the flaming morning. Got to make sure they get upstairs before the flipping dad gets up. Right. Quickage chattage. Let's see if anybody joins. Oh, I will not be here for long at all. Oh, hang on a second. Let me just grab that. Where have you gone now? Hang on. Oh, goodness gracious. I can't believe the time. I tell you what, look, I cannot believe the time. I was literally thinking I was 2 hours behind myself. Oh, 7 people watching, I love. Right, like I was just saying, it's nearly 4 o'clock in the morning, yeah? I did not realise how late it was. The past 2, 3 hours have just zoomed on by, baby. So, the pains are kicking in a bit more now, but I need to eat some more food, which I've been snacking on a little bit. But yeah, I will be eating more when I can later on as well, of course. Um, Let me just get my hoodie back on because I is getting cold. Let me just pull this over there. Oh my goodness gracious. I hope you're all okie dokie and you're all doing as well as can be. And like I say, it's pretty late now, so good. Well, it's pretty early, late, whatever. Good morrow. Thank you for joining. If you've not been to bed yet, naughty, naughty. I can't say anything because I haven't done the same, have I? I've been up all night long. Yes, all night long. That sounded horrific. All night long. So he's going to pop on panel for about half an hour to an hour, and then I've got to go. I swear I keep seeing things, go past the window. It's freaking me out. Right. Is anybody there going to say hello? What you doing, yo? I just booted myself by mistake. How embarrassing. Right, if anybody wants to pop on panel at nearly 4 o'clock in the morning, go for it. As long as you're not pricky wicky boo boo. It's all good in the hood, isn't it, love? I will not be here for long though. I'm talking like an hour max at the moment because of the time. I didn't realise what time it was after being on that stream, so there you go. Don't mind the state of me. I'm absolutely exhausted, cream cracking knackered, and I'm still recovering from being poorly sick the past few days, so yeah. Don't mind me. I hope you're all doing as well as can be. Come on then, there's 12 of you watching. We've got to be quick now, guys. Quick, quick, quick. Quick sticks, as they said back in the day. Quick sticks. I've got to go to bed within the next hour before family get up, yeah? So, if you want to have a chin wag, want to have a chat on my StreamYard panel, now is your chance. Now is your opportunity to shine. Shine bright like a diamond, like Rihanna would say. Yeah. That's not gone now. There we are. No one's speaking. No one's even saying hello. No one's saying a word. This is very, very weird. Everyone always says hello to me on my flipping streams. What's going on here then? Yeah, somebody held you hostage. Has Gamer held you hostage? As in, Rag Gamer. I hope not. If he has, I'll have him. Hey, good morning, good morrow, my friend. Dear Ministry of Madness, thank you very much for saying good morrow, my dear. Good morning to you as well. I hope you and your lovely family are as well as can be, and I hope you've had some sleep, mate, because I haven't yet. It's been a bit of a mad one on here. If you've not seen anything throughout the night, oh, you will do. Just rewind and rewatch. Hang on a minute. Mark Kelly's live over the past few hours. That's the main one I think to watch because you'll see majority of stuff that went on. But then saying that, we didn't even really get anything properly like sorted out. It was bits and bats got sorted. Don't get me wrong, but mate, it's just absolutely pathetic. It really is. Nunya! Yes, I am, mate, but I'm going to bed soon. How are you? Hope you and the beautiful family are doing well. Yeah, this is a very random live, darling. It's like flipping just gone 4 o'clock in the morning over here, UK, England time. So, yeah, that's the situation we're in right now. But I was on a panel for at least 3 hours, I reckon, 2.5 to 3 hours, and I just didn't realise the time like you do, and before you know it, it's gone. You've just woken up. Bloody hell, he's just woken up, and I've not even gone to bed yet. Well, give it another hour, love, if that, and I'll be doing the same as you, going bobies for a bit. I'll get a few hours, and then I'll wake back up. I will feel like utter crap because my body has not had enough sleep, and we should all get as much sleep as we can, of course. But when you're sick and you've got a weakened immune system, you've got to be super duper careful, and that's where I am sort of pushing it a bit too far now with my health problems with all this, because I should not be going to bed at this kind of time and getting stressed out, not now, but other times and I've done, of course. Nah, we've got to try and reset our body clocks, darlings. Hello there, Matt, how are you? Yes, he does, mate. I completely agree. In fact, I agree that much, yeah? We're sticking that on the screen, love. Yes, Nunya, it's all good, darling. It's just been a bit of a manic few hours, but I hope that you're all good and all is well, day and under. And your house, by the way, from what you were showing me, your area that you live in the other night, or night at my point, day yours, whatever. Wow, it looks amazing. Nunya, I'm telling you now, mate, you please, 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 when you can, over the coming days or whenever possible, please send me some photographs, yeah, of your Christmas decorations outside your house, mate. Because from what you were telling me and what I saw, it looks amazing. And you were like, yes, they're the business. They are like some of the best around here. And I was like, right, if you can please send me some photographs or do a live stream of your Christmas decorations, in Australia, please do, because that is awesome. I love it. Yes. Right, I'm just going to get the StreamYard link. And just pop that out. And if anybody wants to join, go for it. I'll be here for like another 45 minutes to an hour. Sorry if I keep clearing my throat. I've got a bit of a frog in my throat at the moment, as they call it. There you go. Nice one, Nunya. Thank you. Cheers, my dears. So as it is just gone 4 o'clock in the morning, UK, England time, yeah, British time over here, it will roughly be, by my calculations, watch me get this wrong again. I try to be as close as I can, so hang on. Is it around about, is it either 3 p.m. in Melbourne, Australia right now? None you love. Thank you very much. Kelly. Yeah, well, it can be, mate, definitely. I see what you're saying there, yeah, defo. Yeah, I reckon it's about 3 p.m. in Australia time right now, which is absolutely insane. Sorry, hang on. 1 minute, it's now 4 o'clock in the morning over here, so that means, yeah, so it's got to be around about 3 p.m. Australia time. Look at that. Yeah, it's just after 3 p.m. Booyakasha. I was close. I was close. Thank you, my darling. You know, I'll do this all the time. I can't flip it out myself, love. Right, so it's just after 3 p.m. right here, right now, in Australia. And in Melbourne, beautiful Melbourne. And I have to say, Nunya, when you were doing your live stream, like the last one you did the other night, yeah, well, night, morning, whatever, it looked beautiful. The sky looked absolutely gorgeous. It looked like a proper summer's day. We're sat here in the flipping UK freezing our backsides off, and you guys now have got all this beautiful sunny hot weather. So like, what we're talking, Nunya? How hot are we going? Hiya, Mark. You alright, darling? Right. I hope that's you. I've just literally chucked you on them without even checking anything. I hope that's you, love.
It is me, Laura.
Right. Okie dokie, how you doing?
Yeah, doing all right. I kept calm, didn't I?
You
Hopefully.
kept pretty calm. You did, yes.
And I'm glad I did because I'm not in. Yeah, I'm in somebody else's home.
Okay, right. Okie dokie. Are you
So
are you just like staying overnight?
Has Fingy come across with us? Vincent.
Vincent,
Mark has.
Mark's in here now. In fact, if Mark wants to come up, he knows he's more than welcome. Not a problem at all. Anybody is on here as long as you're not a prick. Yeah, Mark is literally in the chat right now, mate, and I've just put the link up if he wants to come on.
And it's probably all these years, it's probably Mark's that have been the calmest on. Yeah. I'm just saying that's respect. I'm respecting you there, Mark.
Sorry, mate. I've just seen what Nunya's put. It's 35 degrees in Australia, in Melbourne, Australia, right here, right now. Yeah, it is literally 35 degrees centigrade, mate, over there. Nunya's in the chat. Yeah, my Australian buddy. Well, our Australian buddy. And it's like nearly 0 degrees over here. It's insane. It blows my mind every time. That is crazy. Get your sunscreen on, love. Who's that now in the back? Nunya, there he is, see? Here he is now. Live, led in prayer from down under, mate.
Hey, Nunya.
G'day.
Hey.
Hi, Laura.
Hello, darling. You okay?
That must be bright.
Yeah, it's bright.
Hey, how are you, brother?
I've come up. We've come over from Mark's stream.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good seeing you again, man.
Yeah, no, thank you.
And
So
how did you
what
find
do you
Mark's
got?
stream?
What's the topic, Laura? Come on, pick one.
Anything you want within reason. Anything you
Well,
want within reason.
let's go with let's carry on with what we were talking about with the like the shape-shifting of things, because David Yikes tells people shape-shifting is literally getting it wrong. Shape-shifting is what I've been showing you, especially if you look at a Jehovah's Witness picture.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a look of a chessboard.
Right, listen, yeah, when it comes to Jehovah's Witnesses and all that, yeah, there's a person on here that you
I know,
need to speak
I know.
to.
I've
Yeah.
made up with her. I've spoke with her.
Kathy.
Kathy.
Yes.
She didn't grasp what I was trying to say, but now she does. She went, "Oh, I get you now." I said,
Right.
"There you go."
Kathy's all right.
Yeah. Kathy's cool.
Is she here?
Hopefully, and if
She's
she's
not here
not
right
here,
now.
I'll post it to her after and say we spoke about you. Sorry you wasn't there. That's what I'm good at.
Yeah, everybody.
Good or bad. If I say something bad about somebody, I'll still post it to them. If they're not here, I always do it.
Oh.
Because people don't like people talk behind the backs.
Yes, and by the way, yes, Matt, Nunya has got Christmas sun. Nunya, you show us and tell us how you're doing, darling, and show us beautiful Australia.
I was on Cesspit like in the last, just before we went offline.
Bloody hell, it's windy over there, isn't it? It's windy.
Oh, can you hear all the wind?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to mute myself, Laura, so you keep happy with Nunya, and I'll go and have a smoke. Be back in a minute.
Worries, mate. Do what you got to do. I'll be here a bit longer. In a bit.
Okay,
no worries.
I went on Cesspit to say hello to Film Boy.
Say again, mate.
I went on Cesspit to say hello to Film Boy. Yeah.
How was it?
I don't really know many people there.
Okey-dokey? Was it a bit crazy?
Yeah, I think there was two dudes arguing with each other, which made me laugh because I didn't understand what was going on. To me, all I heard was yep, 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 yep.
Yeah,
yeah,
they don't shut up, mate. I literally.
You made me laugh.
The thing is, Nunya, this is the mad thing, right, mate? It's weird that you've said that, okay? It's weird that you've said that you've been on the Cesspit tonight or whenever in the past few hours' time, yeah? You've been on there tonight. Well, I was as well a few hours ago before I went on to Mark Kelly's, and I went on there for two reasons. Number one was to ask about the homeless stuff that they're doing, because I want to support that 100%. Share it on my channel. Whatever, Trevor, that's fine. But also, Andrew J was there yet again, blabbering his mouth off, doing his usual routine.
I think he was wasted.
Because scale, mate.
Because when I went to bed, when I was going to bed, I saw him on his live stream, but I didn't bother saying anything because I was going to sleep. And when I woke up, I slept all night. I woke up and he was still online. So I knew he'd be online for a while. I think he looked wasted when I saw him the second time.
Yeah, he was for sure. And you know, I went on there. It's very rare that I'll go on there and like speak to people because, you know, I'm a bit wary, as you can imagine, going on there at times. But it is what it is. It's fine. But when I saw him saying and doing all these things, I was like, do you know what, mate? You need to calm down. So I was trying to
Oh, okay.
tell him, chill out, mate. Stop it. Think before you speak. And before you open your bile gob, just stop.
Oh,
Who's that?
How much is it?
Me?
That was to Andrew J, mate, in cesspit earlier on tonight.
All right.
how
I
much
don't
was
know
it
this.
before I came on? When I came on, he was all right.
Oh, we got
I
him
don't.
in
I
the
don't go there because Andrew
I could
Tate
tell you.
took me
I
to
could tell he was
certain
pretty
area. I
pissed.
think it was there. I'm tried to diss me. There was no need for it. But on his own, Steve, he was perfect with me.
He's just, honestly,
Well,
he needs to
yeah,
give
they
his
can
head a
be a
good
little
old
bit
wobble.
nasty. But yeah, we're all learning.
Yeah, we're all learning, love. We're all learning. But how was Nunez's day and Anna been, mate?
Today I haven't really done much. I worked yesterday in the garden. Like I told you.
Hopefully,
Today I haven't done anything.
hopefully Andrew will respect
blame
the
you.
people that are trying to help him out there. Because there's people on this internet that are trying to help him.
Yeah, that's right.
Help Andrew.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen the guy from Wales, the one who rung the ambulance for him.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
yeah.
been helping him.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Yeah, it was crazy when all that happened. Crazy. But do you know what? Let's put it this way, right? As an example, if you saw me right now, like going into a big, deep hole, and I was having like a fit or something, for example, yeah, you saw me fitting on camera, I was in a bad way, what would you do? What would you do? Would you call for help? Would you try and bring me out of it? What would you do?
What if you
Try
had
and bring it out of it, and probably, yeah, probably. Well, I've never been in that predicament, so I wouldn't know.
This is the thing, though. This is what we need to be aware of. This is my point, mate.
Yeah.
That anything that happens on camera, God forbid, something goes wrong, and you need to call for help. If I had to do it, I would do it. Simple as that.
Don't mindfully because it might happen. This is what I'm trying to explain to people. I'm always in the pre. I can think of things, and next minute it materializes and going, hey, what's that shunt doing?
Yeah. It's just, it's frustrating, though, isn't it? It's very frustrating.
It's hard it's very, very hard to get the truth out. Because people don't want it. People use that cognitive dissonance word.
I mean, you know, if you saw me in a bad way, if I saw you in a bad way, God forbid I saw Nunya in a bad way or something, or vice versa, I would do everything I could in my power to help you. And if you then got that help, you then can't throw it back in that person's face.
Exactly.
What are you supposed to do? Like you were saying, what are you supposed to do?
That's why I'm going to respect this Mark Kelly, because he's let me on his panel, and he's letting me. Respect Mark.
So were you on Mark Kelly's panel?
Yeah, but just before. And Laura.
Yeah. Oh, you bright? Were you?
Yeah.
Were you on the,
okay. So sub him if you haven't, and come over to his next.
Oh no, I'm up to Mark. Don't worry about that. I saw he was online. I saw the notification, and I popped into his channel like for a minute, and I saw Gamer there. So and then I popped back out again. And I presume his live stream is finished because I seen him in the chat.
No, he's another one who needs a little bit of like we were saying, he needs to learn. The dog probably is helping him. I've been seeing his videos, and
I would say this.
He's got anger issues as well, like we all do.
Have anger
issues. No,
no, Gamer.
Oh, Gamer. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's defo got anger issues,
I
mate.
will-
I'm telling you what, he needs to sort them out, and I pray to God
Well,
above whoever
just
that he
keep trying
sorts
to
them
help
out.
him. Mark's doing his best with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only reason I stopped, I only popped in just to see who was there, and I was watching TV already, so that's the reason why I stopped watching. It wasn't because Gamer was on.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But if you're there, Mark, I'll go back and watch the live stream later on.
Laura,
Yes.
have you taken the block off? What's his name? Vincent. I've
Do you know
been
what?
getting onto his vibes. I like this Vincent.
I thought I had unblocked him, but now I'm not so sure. And to be honest with you, mate, even though I kind of am tempted, I'm still a little bit wary because of things
Yeah,
that have
you just
happened
got to get onto
before.
his sarcasm bits and like
Oh, I know that
he's just-
bit, love. Yeah, I know what he's like. I know exactly what he's like. But then when it comes to, videos of me or live streams of me or whatever, I've been shown and I've been told that it gets a little bit creepy, weepy, woo woo, love. And I can't be doing with that.
Oh, right.
And
Right. I won't even let you elaborate then because you know better than me.
yeah,
I suppose.
but it was nice to speak to him, don't get me wrong, yeah, and I would happily speak to the guy again, but at the same time, I've still got all this shit in the back of my head thinking, oh my gosh, after what I've seen and I've heard, I just don't want that going through my head, and every time that I speak to him and see his name, I'm like, you know what I mean? It just,
Hey, Ministry. I just in the comment, Ministry.
Where's
Manny and
ministry?
Jades.
Where's ministry? Is ministry here?
Yeah, Ministry's in the
Is he?
chat, man.
I love
Ministry, come up.
time to see
He
him.
talks on streams, doesn't he?
He does,
I
yeah.
don't think I've been on his
Oh,
channel
come
before.
up.
I have to
I
go.
can't see his comments.
I'll just pop the link up again when I can do it. Hang on.
Oh yeah, I do.
Right. Okie dokie. There is the link if anyone wants to come up for a bit. I'll be here for like another half an hour, 45 minutes. But yes, go for it. But there you go. It's been a bit crazy, hasn't it, Bright, tonight? With
It has. Especially with when I try and say something, people think it's useless, but it's not when they sit and look at it all and what I'm trying to say, and they'll go, yeah. Now I see what he's pointing out. Especially with the Jehovah's Witnesses being the rooks of all the religions.
I mean, yeah. And you said before that was it. We were saying before, yeah, about the Jehovah's Witnesses stuff, and then what you were saying yourself, love, and then you said about we were saying about Kathy, and she's got her story to tell, like as well. She's got her story.
Yeah, I hopefully. Are you sub to it, Laura?
Yeah. Speak to
Go
offline.
and post it to her one of her comment sections, so she knows you're live.
Sub to
She
Kathy.
would still be in bed right
No,
now, darling.
I'm not sub to her because I can't find it. Yeah, if Laura's sub to her, she can go to a comment section and say Bright's here asking for it or something like that. Are you awake? She might not be awake.
Right.
Does she do live streams?
She'll be watching tomorrow and she'll know who was talking about it.
Yeah. Say what you mean. This is Kathy.
I didn't know she had a channel.
Yeah.
Does she do live streams?
She
Yeah,
doesn't.
she did one earlier on, but
Oh,
it
right.
was only for like
Oh,
a bit of
okay.
thing.
Yeah.
But Kathy is very, very frustrated and angry from what I've gathered over the past near enough a year that I've known her now, about the whole community that she was a part of, the JVs and all this, Jehovah's Witnesses and da-di-da, but she said it's very, it messes your head up basically. It's very,
Of course it
it's
does.
very horrible.
Listen to why I met them, Laura. My sister-in-law was just acting like very prim and proper, and she's just not nothing. And robotic. She was just being a
Yeah.
robot for them. And I decided, but way back in the day, I went, now I need to know who these are. So I looked them up, and I instantly found ex-Jehovah's Witnesses. So I watched them first to see what they had to say. Then I was just going to their meetings and all that, and pointing out
Yeah.
what the ex-Jehovah's Witnesses, and they didn't like what I was saying to them.
But do you
Because
know what
the Jehovah's Witnesses have got a secret elders manual protecting paedophiles.
What? You
Got
being
a secret
serious?
elders manual, and they keep coming out with them every year. Secret elders manual to tell them, to instruct them what to do.
Right, so hang on a minute, yeah, mate. Right,
Are we
you
talking about
telling me
JO?
right here, right now,
Jehovah's
that,
Witnesses, yeah.
that
Are we talking about
that's
JWs?
Pardon?
Are we talking about Jehovah's Witnesses?
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
Do you know that I was asking him Mark's stream earlier on. So I'll ask you, Danya, what can you play chess?
Can I
that
what?
place that's
Can you play
amazing.
chess?
Hardly.
What did you say, Laura?
Can you play chess?
Can I play something?
Chess.
Chess.
Oh, chess. Yeah, I can play chess.
Well,
Nice.
what way does a rook move?
The which?
A rook?
Like that. The diagonal fucking move thing.
No.
You mean rook is it? Oh no, I'm thinking of a pawn as well, me. I'm thinking of a flipping little pawn at the front too. Right, no, it's not that.
Pawn can just
Go
move
on.
forward.
Yeah. So what way does a rook move, Danya?
Oh, the rock.
Yeah.
Rock. What's a rock?
The rook, isn't that
A
the
rook
one
like
that
a
can
castle.
go duh-duh-duh-duh-duh?
Oh, the castle goes up and horizontal and vertical.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
a very cross move, isn't it?
That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Oh,
Shape,
okay.
that's shape shifting. David Yikes.
Right. Well, that's what I was meaning before, mate. When you said all that, yeah, and I was like, moving like this, yeah, diagonal, in, out, whatever. That's exactly what I was meaning. But go on.
You've
What's
heard,
your point, darling?
Laura, you have heard of David Ikes, haven't you?
Heard of the what?
David Ikes.
David likes. No, I don't know.
Haven't you, Nanya? Wow.
No.
Well, he tells you about the royals being lizards, being shapeshifters. But
God.
I say no, you're getting that wrong. You should be just telling the world that the royals are trying to rob the earth, but they get the silly people to do it
Well,
for them. The
I
proper
don't believe that
shapeshifting is
at all.
what I've just elaborated with. The rook going up and down, left and right. It's a very cross move. Touch, yo, whoa.
I mean, do you know what, yeah? When it comes to the royal family, I wouldn't say I'm a royalist, far from it, but I did like and respect and adore some of the royal family. However, when it comes to King Charles III and the Queen Consort Camilla, you can fuck off. William, yeah, Prince William and Princess Catherine, I should say, bless her. Those
No,
two,
stop.
bring it on.
Laura, stop
Give it
belittling
5 years,
everybody.
they'll be there.
Laura, you're listening carefully.
I'm listening.
Stop Octagon belittling everybody. Because we are much more than belittling everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there you
Hey,
go.
Henry Cripples here.
There's cryptic talk for you, the way I do it. And I write the word chess as it in my grammar is chess, checkmate.
For fuck's sake.
I.e.
I'm
rook.
gonna Travis Bickle. Oh,
Henry Crinkle.
So I'm better coming on the
Crinkle,
stream
both the
talking,
Gibson, please.
and then you'll grasp when I'm writing the way I write. But like I was telling Laura earlier on, I can't spell anyway. But I do mess with me grammar. But I can't spell anyway. But people out there are stating that I can spell, and I go, no. How do you know when I'm clicking spell check? Do you know what I mean? They keep accusing me of a lot of things what are not true.
We can understand your love, and that's all that matters. Who the heck is Travis Bickle? Trying to be flipping. He's trying to be Crinkle. They're saying the Crinkle, but it says on the name Travis Bickle. That's the name.
Oh, really? That's a fake.
How come, Math on the side chat, how come you're asking me to shush? Have you got cognitive dissonance?
Nah, keep talking, man. I'm not telling you to shush. Keep talking.
No, I wasn't saying that to you, but I was saying it to Matt.
Oh, sorry.
Bright shush.
Oh, who's that now? Oh, here we go again. Right, 1 minute, guys. Let me just see who this is.
Keep going, Bright, man.
Oh, it's him. It's right. Blow me a kiss, please, dickhead. Thank you. Cheers, penis nose. Nice one. What do you want, you absolute flipping tosspots? Yeah.
Henry, how are you, man?
Big up the Nunya.
Fuck, I haven't seen you in ages, brother.
Yeah, I've been around and about, man.
Okay.
About causing absolute shite.
Yeah, I've been doing my thing, you know what I mean? Doing my thing.
Feels like I haven't seen you in ages.
Yeah, no, man.
You been keeping well, brother?
Yeah, I've been alright, man.
Oh, that's good.
Been keeping on top of things, you know.
Like, that's good, man.
Trying to keep up with work, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
See, these live streams, they can make you mess up when it comes to work. If you do stupid 12-hour ones and get drunk.
Yeah.
All that, you know.
Matt's asking me to read one.
You know about that, won't you, love?
It looks like you've put bright shush, but it's not. It's not like you just. I've just read it right then, Matt.
I think I was on Laura's panel, and I think I asked her. Didn't I ask you, Laura, if you'd seen Crinkle around? And you said he hasn't been around on your channel.
She's blocked me on this channel.
How can she? What do you mean? You're on now. How can you block?
I know. She lets me on when there's people on here who haven't got anything, you know, any beef.
She's just got respect from you from before.
But when there's other people on here, and then she gets turned by the people on the panel a lot. So when they say, "Oh, don't let him on," she believes.
Nah, I don't think so, sweet pinks. I will tell you this right here,
right now.
I will be getting shit right now for letting you come on my panel, and I completely and totally understand why. I was not expecting you to turn up with all people on here. Was a food?
Come on, Laura.
Yeah?
I like you, man.
When I blocked you? No. But
I
have to still say this though, Crinkle. After what you said to Michelle,
go back and apologise to what she asked you before.
Laura, come on, I like you, you know what I mean? I've always liked you. Come on.
I don't care if you like me, if you loathe me, mate. End of the day, Michelle doesn't really like me, but you still could have your morals and respect. And after what you said to her and her family, I just can't get that out of my head. I can't.
All this stuff is months old. It's almost a year ago.
I I don't care how old it is, yeah.
It's a drunken
still
argument.
there.
I haven't received any apology, so I have apologised already. So
Right, and just so we're clear, yeah.
Mark,
just so
I
we're
mean,
clear,
Brinkley, I called you, don't I?
yeah,
What I, and I don't want to put things into your mind, but how I was trying to put it out to people is
Anya's on the
what
hard
does
liquor.
the word truly mean?
Yeah.
Like, if I said to Nanya, I've good F you, what would that be meaning to me? And I hope that doesn't trigger you. Because if you wasn't meaning that, then apologise. But that's how I picked up, and I was like, "Is he? Cause yeah, I don't want to. Or can I say it, Laura? Wait, that you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a point where you have to accept the apology and move on. This is like nearly a year ago in a drunken argument, where,
But as she
where
accepted
that
your
wasn't the
apology,
original intent anyway. Somebody else came back on, tried to get me to say it again. I said it again with some, and I added a little bit more
Right.
on.
Crinkle, I'm sorry to jump in, love. I'm sorry to jump in. I hate doing this to people, but I'm sorry for 2 seconds, mate. Just hang on, right, for I forget what I'm going to say, flipping
It's
again.
on the hard
Right.
liquor. Go on then,
Where you
Nanya.
drinking in on you?
It's getting
Have
quietly
you-
drunk.
Hey,
Yeah.
Crinkle Chops, have you flipping apologised then? Have you apologised to Michelle and her family?
Yes.
Okay. Do we have
Is that Michelle
proof of
C?
this or not?
Yeah,
Yes.
I did it on Mr.
Oh my God!
Deegan.
What's with Michelle C? Everyone's targeting Michelle C.
I did it on Mr. Deegan's. I ain't gonna go around on every single other person's panel to do the same thing. I've done it. That's
Right.
it.
Well,
She needs to apologise to me now, because saying you're gonna blind me is not a very nice thing to say. That's just
no, it's
despicable.
not.
Pick
No,
up
it's
on
not a
the
very nice thing to
FUCK
say.
Well, it
words,
isn't.
right?
Why doesn't anyone challenge her? She
Because
said
the
that
way
first.
you were saying it, mate, the way that you came across sounded absolute
It
pure
did.
evil.
Brinkley,
Well, you
it did.
Evil.
well, look, everyone seems to overlook. So if somebody says they're going to blind me and they said it seriously, if they would have done that in real life, it wouldn't have even got to the point where I had to say anything back. I would have given them a slap and told them to piss off. Like,
Well, hang
I'm
on
going
a
to
minute
blind
then.
you?
Hang on.
What? Come
Did,
on.
did Michelle C then? Did Michelle C or whatever threaten to stab you in the eye or whatever
Yes, first.
before you said
Yes.
what you said?
Yes, that's the reason why I said what I said. And
Now
what I
think
said,
about what I was
said,
saying.
and what I said
Laura.
originally, right,
It's
was
still wrong.
Well,
No,
it's
it
still
is. It
wrong
was.
to say that to
If
me.
he's
Why is
leaning
it
the other
so
way.
one-sided? Yeah,
It is
all right. So
wrong.
I haven't heard anybody question Michelle why she said that. Nobody. To back me up. You know what I mean?
What did you say to her?
No, she said to me, because I was arguing about COVID, and yeah, and she said, if I see you in the street, I know who you are. You don't know me. I'm gonna come up to you and I'll stab you in the eye, right? And I'm gonna sucker punch you, and you won't know what's it, you son. She meant that shit.
And what did you say in reply?
And so then I said to her, fuck off, I'll fuck you, you know what I mean, drunk. And then because she had her daughter on earlier, right? I said, oh, she's nice, I'll fuck her too, right? And then she goes,
yeah.
And then I said, I know you got an adult granddaughter. I said, I'll fuck her
Oh, yeah, now it's come back to me.
And then
Yeah,
it
and then
carried
somebody
on,
comes
and it
in.
carried on. Yeah. And he
yeah.
kept
And
saying it.
And so on a different day, I think, or later on that night, after saying that about adults, after she said she blind me,
Fuck, but that's
then
old news, isn't it?
exactly. I mean, this is nearly.
Yeah, I remember that.
Old. Yeah, I mean, people still going on about it like it's.
Oh, okay.
I mean, come on.
Finkley, can I ask you a question?
And then what happened is somebody came in to try to get me to say it again. They said, "What did you say?" And I said, fuck her granddaughter. All adults, by the way. And then they slipped it in. Oh, you do realise her granddaughter's 11, you know, after she told me she got an adult granddaughter. And so then it becomes about kids. And you know this community. It's like everyone's trying to accuse each other of being a paedophile. I mean, it's come off it, man. You know what I mean? That's it.
No,
And
but
I've
listen,
apologised.
what did you say though? You said that
That's what
you
I
were.
said.
I'm not going to say
I
the
know what I
exact
said.
words,
I
yeah.
know.
But no,
Just
but
say it,
none you doesn't
Laura.
know. None you doesn't know yet. Hang on 2 seconds, mate. Right, hang on. You said after she said that about you and stabbing you in the eye, allegedly, and all that, yeah.
What do you mean
You
allegedly?
then turned around to her and said that I would. I'm not going to
Yes,
say the actual words, yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
you
know about it,
great.
Laura.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah,
We all
you were
know,
great.
Laura.
The
Yes,
mother,
it's time
the
to move on.
granddaughter, and the grandmother,
hell.
and the granddaughter, or whatever, is like 4 years old,
Yeah,
mate.
Well, whatever,
yeah.
you know. Well, you don't say you're going to blind somebody.
Yeah, but you
Somebody,
then don't come back with that. Even if
well,
someone said to me,
they're
Laura,
equally
I'm going to
bad.
stab
Come
you in
on.
both your
Blinded.
eyes,
Well,
I wouldn't
hang
say
on.
that.
Well, look, if it was in real life, it wouldn't have got to the point where I would have said anything back. I would have shoved her out the way and told her to fuck off, basically.
You mean if he was in person?
Yeah, she wouldn't have said that in person. And she's
You
the one
We had a
that
little
said it
chat about the
first.
word person.
So, Laura, look,
and
all
what
of this
stream, Tanya.
being outraged on another person's behalf. I mean, come on, I ain't done anything
I'm not
to you,
even
Laura.
friends with the woman. She doesn't even like me, yeah? Michelle C
Okay.
can't stand me, but
okay,
I know
well-
what's right and what's wrong, mate.
Yeah,
And
well, it's
what
wrong to
pisses
say
me
what
off.
she said. Why don't you drop it now and think to yourself, when I see Michelle, I'm going to ask her why she said that to Henry. That's not nice. Whether
No,
you're
it's
male
not
or
nice.
female,
And it's
whether
not
you're
nice,
old or
but
young,
you
you don't
said,
say I'm going to
but-
blind you and mean it. Come on.
Henry, you have not, but you've got to admit, yeah, to the shit that you have implied, that you've said, that you've pushed upon people. You really have
Well-
at times made people just get bewildered by all this and be like, do you know what, yeah, I don't even know what to think or believe anymore. I have no idea at all.
Oh,
And
hang
you're
on,
messing my head up.
Well, hang on, Laura. I
Yeah,
only
I
ever
love
come into
I like
debate
that
people, really.
Finkley.
If people
Yeah,
want
you
to
just
turn
comment.
it into slagging matches, sometimes I join in. But I always just come in to talk. All the whole Michelle thing started over COVID, arguing about the injections, and she dragged it round to blinding me. So come on.
Was it because you said you don't care? You don't care what age her granddaughter is. I think that's what the issue was.
Yeah, and it was to do with the jabs as well. And I
Yeah.
said,
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
jab even the children, you know, if the scientists say it. And then, you know, jokingly said, I'd hold you down myself and give you the vaccination in your eyeball. And she took that like she went a bit mental when I said that. Like
What's
it was
with
Yeah.
all the
serious.
eyeball shit? What's with all the eyeball stuff, yeah? Seriously, look what I've just put on the screen now from James Patrick Madonna. Hiya, love.
People
Thank
then
you for
said
being
you
here as
don't care.
always.
Well,
Crinkle.
Yeah,
you
that's it.
said you didn't care what age they were.
That's
and
what
you
I
would
just
F
meant,
their
yeah.
brains out.
yes, I did say that, but you know, it's in reaction to some, you know, because somebody at first it was to do with adults, because I was aware that she had adult granddaughter, but then somebody comes in after I said it about adults, yeah, that she's 11, and instead of saying, well, I wouldn't do that to an 11-year-old, I just said, look, I don't care how old they are, fuck them all, like, and they're twisting
See,
it.
that's what people have an issue with.
They're trying to make it out like I'm some sinister paedophile in a paedophile ring just because you say some crazy shit in a drunken argument.
All right
Yeah.
then. All
It's
right then.
pathetic.
I can kind of see
It's
where you're
pathetic.
coming from, yeah?
It's cancel
I can-
culture gone mental. It's like
Okay.
what you complain about that happens to celebrities when they say something. It's this gone a million times mental. Come off it.
Right, listen, yeah, I understand in a way where you're coming from, but
Right.
then my brain automatically goes back to other shit that you've said as well, yeah?
Okay, can we
And
forget about it, Laura? Like,
Listen,
all this
or
stuff
other
is months
shit
old, and it's
that
to
you've
other
been
people.
involved in. For
Yeah, but Laura, all
example,
this getting, hysterical over on someone else's behalf. I mean, it's just crazy. I don't understand it.
no,
Right?
but
It's
I'm not
months
saying
ago.
that though, mate. You're not listening to what I'm saying, yeah?
Look, all right, Laura. All right, then.
I
Here's
get what
my
you're
thing.
saying, yeah.
Right.
But at the end of the day,
Right.
you have been a dodgy bugger,
Okay,
being
Laura.
the way you've been, yeah.
Right,
And
Laura.
I'm not being funny. You never used to be like this.
Okay,
You
Laura,
never
what's-
ever
Laura.
used to be like
Right,
this.
Laura. What's more immoral? Now, listen to what I've got to say. For the whole 2 years I've known these people, they have been saying, don't go and get the jab, right? Which actually puts real lives in danger. What's more immoral? What's more immoral? Saying some crazy shit or actually spreading misinformation, encouraging people not to have the vaccine? What's more dangerous to society? Come on, think about it.
Finkley,
I've had the vaccine
if I ask
myself,
you a
yeah.
question,
She's the worst
I've had that
offender
done, but you
about
don't
freedom
force it upon
marches and all
people.
this, and then threatening to blind me if I don't go along with her COVID narrative that actually kills people in real life.
Finkley, let me ask you a question about 9/11 hijackers
When you question
in a
morals,
COVID way.
question her about that.
How many
dangerous
hijackers on
medical
COVID
messages-
flight 9/11?
Right, go on.
Let me ask Finkley about that. How many hijackers was on COVID flight 9/11?
COVID flight 9/11?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. 2001.
Well, yeah, that's what's COVID.
He was
2001.
19, wasn't he?
Apparently
Hocus
19.
pocus.
I don't
And
know,
think
but that's
about
what
the
they say.
COVID.
Well, I don't know how many hijackers
lie.
were on there, but the evidence shows that there were 19 from all the flight records and
Yeah.
CCTV.
You played us a right good game, haven't he? What you been doing?
I don't know what do you mean by that.
COVID's a lie,
Do you
Finkley.
feel controlled by them? Are
Don't
you
start
under
with
their
all that
spell?
shit. We're not having that
Well,
over here,
well,
yeah?
you must do
Really,
because you want everybody to have a jab.
Well, jabs are something that protect you against diseases.
No, they
I have
don't.
to say, I haven't
Well,
had the
you see,
cold
this is
flu
the
as
problem
of
we've
yet,
got.
and I've had all my jabs, or nearly
Well, look,
all of them.
Look,
Oh,
even
no,
if
don't
let's
be-
just say,
don't be
let's-
doing it
I'm not
anymore.
saying that it
Right.
doesn't. I'm not
Yeah.
saying it doesn't. Having a jab does not stop you from getting that illness.
no,
yeah?
but it cuts down the chances
but
that
it-
you may
exactly.
end up dead
Yes.
or in hospital because of it. By
Yes.
virtue of that fact, it follows trivially that
The
it will
lies
reduce
there,
your transmission rates as well. It
Finkley,
just
when you
follows.
think
Is it?
about
But
Is
not
it supposed to
everybody will
reduce
see it that way.
symptoms as well?
Yes, reduce symptoms, cuts
Yeah,
down
that's-
time.
That's the
cuts
weird
down-
thing.
Yeah.
Because my wife is jabbed and I'm not, and her
Yeah.
symptoms are way worse than mine.
Right. Well, that's
Because of the
good.
jab.
That's actually a good.
She was-
Everyone's different.
Ah,
aren't
that's
they?
that's actually
Yeah,
what
yeah.
you would expect. That's what you would expect, though, because
Yeah.
it depends. Because when your immune system is primed and ready to go, once it does see the disease in you, it's your immune system that makes you feel ill. So it's a good sign
Yeah.
that she's got a really robust response. That the amount of time it lasted is the important thing. And did she really go to hospital or anything? That's what's important. Because,
Yeah.
getting sick doesn't really matter, but as long as you're not seriously ill or die, that's the whole point of the vaccine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, for 2 days I felt like dying. Fuck, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
But for my wife, she had it for a longer period of time.
Yeah.
See, I
But yeah, I
haven't
was
even
pretty
got
bad
it
for
yet.
2 days.
See, I was arguing with someone yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Because, no, I wasn't arguing with them. I heard them say this. Oh, no, I was arguing with them, right? Now there's a disease that appears to be coming back, and what they're trying to do is connect it with immigrants, right? It's diphtheria.
Okay.
And I think it affects children and all this. And there's another disease, scarlet fever, that's killing children. Now I said, well, if we would all have been vaccinated, you wouldn't have to worry. And if for scarlet fever, where there is no vaccine, they say, oh, we're going to develop an mRNA vaccine in 8 months. And if you take it, your children won't be dying. How is your attitude going to change now? Are you still an anti-vaxxer? Now it's affecting children. It's a big different story. They're all trying to say, oh, getting scared. And then I was using their arguments. But they got their own immune systems. They don't need a jab. They go with natural immunity. You know what I mean? This is the shit they've been saying all along. Now they're worried because it affects children. It's so weird, this a curious thing, this community, where as soon as you mention children, somehow, like, it's all magnified by a million, like any argument.
Thankfully, if you have the jobs.
Of course I have.
You dafty.
I've had 4.
I've
How
got
about
number
none?
4 to come. I've got to rebook it, but I've got a number. And you know what? Yeah, just so you know, guys. So it's shipping dead quick. I'm actually allergic. Yeah, to the majority of the ingredients that are in all of the jabs. Doesn't matter which one it is. I'm allergic to them. So what I have to do is make sure that I take an allergy tablet, antihistamine tablet, like an hour before my injection, and then I'm okay. But if I don't do that, my throat will swell up and I'll start really badly reacting to it. But this is why people have got to be aware that if you're like got a sensitive immune system like me, a sensitive body and a poorly body like me, bear this in mind.
Laurie, you need to ask questions yourself.
Have your tablet.
You what, love? Twinkling. You do need to ask more questions because you're going to fall foul for what they're doing.
What kind of questions, though? I understand
like the 19.
Well, that's nothing to do with vaccines, though.
It's got everything to do with it. It's a big lie what they're doing, and people are falling for it like yourself.
No, but you know what? Yeah, I might be allergic to some of the ingredients, but I take my antihistamine an hour before my jab, and I'm fine. And as long as I've done that, and if I have to take, 1 or 2 more antihistamines throughout the next 24 hours from my jab, that's fine as well.
Exactly.
I would not let somebody put an injection into my arm full of whatever, even if I'm allergic to some of the ingredients in it. Do you think I would risk my life and my well-being for a jab if I thought he was going to really, really hurt me or really kill me off or something? Nah, exactly. I have been fine. And you know what? I've been around my family, my sister who's had the Kung flu, my mum and dad have had the Kung flu. I'm in the same house as them, and I've still, thank God, not caught it as of yet. And hopefully I won't do. But at the same time, I probably need to catch it. So if it ever hits me again, my body is a bit more prepared. Do you know what I mean?
That's the whole point of the vaccine, though, to do that,
Well, let's hope it does, love. Let's hope it does.
Well, yeah, I mean...
But I've got to have the other one done.
Look, 10 billion doses of vaccines have been given out worldwide. And in the UK, there's only been approved...
How many did you say?
10 billion worldwide.
Oh, shit, really?
That's how many doses of it been given out. And in the UK, it's only been proven a link between 19 deaths and the vaccine, and that's due to blood clots. 19. And in the UK, I don't know how many millions of doses. It's fucking,
I just don't know. I just don't like the fact that you're forced to take it.
Well, that's the whole point.
Don't be forced to do anything. You say no, and I
had the best job.
You're not being
I was in my job for 19 years a month.
Simple words they don't like. The word
no. I mean, the logic behind it is with a vaccine, the more people you can get to take it, the more chances you can just snuff the virus out straight away. the more people that
Yeah,
deny it,
I like being told what to put into my body. That's the issue I've got. So
that's
I
where
think
how vaccines work and what people
Yeah.
think are conflicting here. You know what I mean? Because imagine in a society where you could just get everybody to take it. By the first wave, we could have got rid of it. But
Yeah.
all these people who are hesitant and don't want it and all that, it just makes the thing linger for longer.
Well,
and these are the ones
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Binkley, I've never had it from the beginning to when it come, even when it come and they tried to sneak it. I thought, I don't even entertain what they're coming out with. And
So, Bright,
I'm
listen to
perfectly
this then.
normal.
Okay, Bright, you know this diphtheria, or let's call it, let's say, polio or some other tuberculosis. Imagine this country. We have anti-vaxxers and encouraging people not to have the TB jab. Imagine TB came back and the most people that were dying were children. Would you have the vaccine then
No,
in order to help the children? Because the more people that have
Binkley, I've had the jabs that we all had when we were in school years back, but I wonder what they put in it back then.
Well,
What we
right.
had.
Well, look, if you're still able to come on a YouTube panel, right, by a company that's one of these tech corporations that are supposedly running the world, and part of the powers that be, if you're allowed to come on their platform and complain that it may be them that's responsible, I don't think they are responsible. They would have shut you down already, wouldn't they? Come on, Bright.
Well, they're trying to with
Aren't
the people
Google
like
one of the
yourself.
main players in all of this? Like, according to
Binkley,
what?
they're trying to shut people down. They're doing a good job with everybody's arguing with each other.
Yeah, no, but they wouldn't even let you on if you were even close to the truth about big corporations and all that. You would have been
You
shut
haven't
down
got a clue, Binkley, about me. They'll stay away from me. Them.
Why?
Who you talking about?
Why? They would have
By
shut
the
you
way-
down long ago. All the decades they've been putting fluoride in the water. What else you got? You got 5G. You got fucking chemtrails. You got that HARPA, DARPA, whatever it is. By now, you'd expect we would all be in a little bubble, like in the Matrix, where they're using us for batteries. Like, it's not quite like that, is it, Bright? Either they're extremely incompetent, or all of these mind control techniques aren't really working.
No, you're right there. What you're saying there, in the way you're saying it, yeah.
So it sounds like they're a bit incompetent.
They are using us all out, Binkley.
What for?
Well, think about it.
Well,
They see who's going to do it and see who's not going to do it.
yeah, and then
Work it out that way.
What's the benefit of that? Knowing that,
Who they control the easiest?
who do you think they control the easiest? The clever ones or
The
the
simple one? No, the simple ones who will go bow down to it and go, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. Do you think there's a chance, right, that these conspiracy theories you believe in, that is the mind control, because they want you to believe, they want you to believe some bullshit rather than the truth. So they feed you with this stuff, so you think you understand how the world works. But in fact, this is what they want. They want you thinking that placates you, because, people think, I can't do anything about it, but I understand it. So we'll see how it goes. That's what they want. It stops you really questioning them when you think you know.
Exactly. I do question both sides.
Yeah, but you don't know because you think
do.
You know.
You haven't got a clue, Binkley.
Well, you think you know what's going on.
Let me give you something to question. What's your telepathy like?
Pretty shit.
Exactly.
Well, it's non-existent, actually.
No, I can help you with that if you
Okay, so telepathy me something into my mind, and I'll say a word, and then let's see if it works.
Yeah. Now you're on the point. Now you're on the point. I've tested it with somebody and it worked,
Well,
but he
test it with
told
me.
he told a lie when I asked him to say that what he heard me do, what he
Okay.
heard me say
Test
from my mind.
it with me. Ask me to think of a word.
Not
Put that
not right
word
now.
in my mind.
Not right now, but I will do on this stream.
Why not right now?
And
Come on.
I'll do it. And if you do hear me, Finkley, tell these people that
Don't
you
hesitate
these might
in
even hear me.
exposing these people. Let's do
Well-
it. Let's show them.
No, because I've got to think of what I've got to repeat to make the
Well, tell me the lottery numbers at least. Come on, man.
Yeah, everybody asks me that. It doesn't work like that.
Bloody hell, it's going to go for that.
It's 6, right? I can tell you what they are.
Have you ever what? Have you ever
Between 1 and
think,
49.
say that again?
I know what the lottery numbers are going to be. The first one is going to be between 1 and 49, and the second one, oh, and the third one, and the fourth one. See, I'm a fucking telepathic.
Look at
Essentially, have you watched
Dark
Lost?
egg.
Lost.
Dark egg palette.
No, well, please watch Lost because every stream I seem to go to, I always ask them, please go and watch Lost over and over again until it sinks in, and then see what they've been playing on.
Making a lot of noise there, man. Is that
Yeah.
you?
Is that you, Nunya?
Oh, can you hear wind?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, wind
Oh,
on the
shit,
scale,
sorry.
love.
Yeah, sorry, it's the aircon. Hang on.
Nan,
What about, is it better now?
Yeah. Nanya's
Yeah.
on the
sorry.
hard liquor. He's on the hard liquor, mate.
No. That was the aircon. That was the wind coming out of the
It's
door.
the
Sorry.
aircon.
No, but you're on the hard liquor, mate.
Yeah, man. It's fucking hot here.
What are you drinking? What is it?
Yeah, 35 degrees, mate, at the moment over there, roughly. 35
Oh,
degrees C. Oh,
It's only 30 degrees
wow.
now. But yeah, I'm drinking Black Label Jack Daniels.
Oh, nice.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, that's a couple of,
That's
this Jack Daniels is coming
my
forward
favourite drink.
right to me to take me back in the mind yet again. Right, I've just tried it. I think you didn't hear it, but yeah,
What the word?
I'm gonna try.
Well,
I'm
I've written it
because of
down.
where I am. Because of where I am, I'm gonna try it on Christmas Day, where I am.
Well, I'll
See,
write down a word.
but let me be fair to everybody. The one who tried it with, he was drunk. So maybe the people's got to be drunk.
You see,
That's the
right, the
question.
problem I've
There's a
got, right,
question everything both up.
right, you say about questioning things. I question your ability to do telepathy, and when we say let's test it, you don't want to do it. This is the problem we've got.
I've just tried it. It's not working because none of you's are saying it.
Saying what?
Well, if you had telepathy, you'd know, wouldn't you?
Right,
so
you've
it's
got
not
to give me a chance to tune in, love. You've got to give us a minute to
Okay
tune
then.
in then.
All right, 'cause that's where it should be happening with the girls because the opposite. Yeah. Go on, Laura. I'll do it
So
now.
there
Just
you go.
do-
So Bright, you know, like you saying they are doing this, they are doing that. Like when it comes to Uri Geller and all them, you know, telepathy guys, magicians and all that. There's a prize out there from a scientist that says if you can prove this in a lab, you can demonstrate that you have got some sort of special power like this. We'll give you $1 million. The prize has been unclaimed for decades. This is the problem I've got.
No, you're not hearing it then, Laura. 'cause
I'm
it's
trying, mate. I'm trying to tune in here,
No,
but all I can hear
no,
is his flaming fucking voice.
Don't worry about it, Laura.
I'm tuning in. Yeah, I'm tuning in.
I've been doing it over streams when I'm lurking and they're coming out with the answers that I'm mindfully speaking with them.
Right.
And
There's
going, it's
right.
working there, but
There's
I've got to prove it, haven't I?
Right. There's
Well,
an
I can see what you mean, mate. Keep doing what you're doing, and I'm trying to flipping do what I can do here, love. But it's very difficult when all I can hear is him talking all the time.
Oh, sorry. Well, right, there's an actual experiment in real life, right, that scientists have done, and they put a guy in a brain scanner, right, so they could see brain activity, and they said to him, "We want you to choose between two things, like red pill, blue pill, whatever. I can't remember the two things he had to choose from." And they said to him, "Okay, when you've made your decision what you're going to choose, right, let us know that you've settled on a decision so that that's your choice, right? And before he even says, I've settled, I've chosen, they knew 100% of the time which one he's going to choose. Now, if that hasn't
do you know what you're talking something I've seen myself when I'm going, yeah, it's the Darren Brown effect.
No, this
You
is
know
a
Darren Brown, don't you?
This is a real experiment though. So basically, when you think you're choosing something, hang on, when you think you're choosing something, making a choice, subconsciously you've already made that choice and you're not even aware.
Yeah, because it's put in front of your face, indoctrinating the minds, and then next minute they accept it because they've already seen it.
Yeah, no, but if somebody says make a choice between, a number 6 or a number 2, right? They know when there's a choice, you already
can I
know
ask you this then?
You're not listening, are you? Never mind.
Go on then. Sorry, go on.
But they already know before you've even made up your mind what you're gonna. Your mind is.
I'm aware of that.
Your brain is already.
I see it on the internet. People using the number 14 all the time.
Well, look, it's irrelevant the actual details of what you're choosing between. The point is that before you've even made a conscious choice, your unconscious has chosen for you already, and you're not even aware of it.
Yeah, exactly. I know exactly what you're saying there, Finkley, because people are uttering certain things, and you think, oh, are these really aware of what they're saying? Because they're just repeating. They, especially number 14.
14. Oh, was that the number?
No, well, fifth column and shit like that, 1 and 5 together. But it's deeper than that. It's what 14 Jehovah's Witnesses.
So
they stated that they created so-called Jesse J. Jesus came to in the year 1914. Look up Jehovah's Witnesses.
So, Bright, this number thing, what does the golden ratio and pi mean to you?
Pi. Elaborate with what you're saying, so I know what you're saying, because pedophile information exchange and shit like that. I know you're not talking about that.
Well, the pi and the golden ratio are sort of what you call irrational numbers, right? And they are ratios that appear in nature all over the place.
Yeah.
It's like it's built into the universe.
Yeah, the number 8 that's flashing on your televisions throughout the world for the World Cup.
Well, look, yeah, and it will appear in mysterious places you never expect.
And if you look at the football television, you see the number 1984 flashing at you when the fellas are turning their backs.
Why is 1984 a significant number?
It's because they're using it, aren't they? Especially when you watch the television football.
Well, yeah. Well, what's the significance of 1984?
And they're not programmed, are they? They're just getting on with real life things, or are they? What's
the significance of that number, though?
I wonder what that shunt's doing.
Well, why is 1984 important?
Have you read the book?
Yeah, but why would they flash that up? What's the?
Because that's what they want us to all doing. Do something for the system, yet again. Same with what you're trying to push people to do.
Well, what if you were born in 1984? You could say they're flashing my birth year up.
1 minute.
No, I know what you're saying there, but they know
Chubby
exactly
Brain, can
what
you show
they're
your
playing
face,
at.
please? Wasn't expecting you to come here too. Here we go. Oh, God help us all.
Who's coming on?
You're all
What
here
was that,
now.
Laura?
Chubby Brain's coming in now as
Oh,
well,
Chubby
look.
Rain.
Even though he got boosted the other week from my channel because he was being a bit naughty. But there you go. You've all been, apart from Nunya,
Hey, Chubby Rain.
yeah.
Hi, man.
Nunya and Bright have never done anything wrong to me or my channel. I will say this hands down now. So thank you, boys, for being little
I did a
angels.
couple of weeks back, didn't I, Laura? But I did. Yeah, I didn't mean it, but I didn't.
It
No, I
got
just
sorted, mate.
He asked me to
I
come
think it
back
was
and
a
apologise to you
misunderstanding.
anyway.
Yeah. I think it was a bit of a misunderstanding as well, to be honest with you, love. But, you
Yeah,
know,
little
as
bit.
far
Yeah,
as I'm
it was.
aware,
It
you've
was
never tried
actually,
to
Laura.
hurt me, and Nunya's never tried to hurt me or, you know, bring me down and all that kind of shit. But here we go.
I never
Chubby
bring Laura
Brain,
down.
hope you're doing okie-dokie.
Hey,
But you're
Chubby.
still a
How you
prick.
doing, yeah? Lovely to
How are
see
you,
you.
mate?
All right, Chubby.
They got
I was
Turn
wondering,
him up a bit.
is none of your business your real name in real life?
No, that's the name I give police.
All right. Would have been a great name,
Is
though.
it your real name?
Call them for
That is an amazing
Sonia.
name.
Sonia.
So
Call
into
them
this
for what?
auditing, he got it changed by
Sonia.
default.
Call them for what they are. Police
Oh,
stations.
God, what is going on?
Live
Right.
Free is actually called Live Free. He's so into the auditing game.
Live free.
That he's
Yeah, he got
behind
it
bars,
changed
yeah.
by deed poll. Like his name is
Oh, really?
name is Live Free.
But he's actually
I doubt
behind
it.
bars, though, isn't he, at the moment?
Well, yeah. Let's give you the word then. Rob Freeman. What word do you get out of that?
Oh, Gordon
Rob
Freeman.
Freeman.
Gordon Freeman. Now that is
Freeman, yeah.
Gordon,
I'm born
that's
free.
No idea.
I'm born free.
Gordon Freeman is significant to me. So wow,
Oh.
right?
And he is on the internet way back in the day.
Gordon Freeman is from Half-Life.
Yeah,
very
cool.
he's my anti-hero. He's my hero. I model my life on Gordon Freeman.
Oh, dear God.
I model myself on him.
Right, well, listen.
How you been, Chubby? You all right, Chubby?
listen,
Aye,
I'm
I've been
gonna
there.
go for the smoke. I'll be back in a minute. Daniel,
worries.
gonna go for the smoke. Look,
I've been getting in your
James,
loads of
gonna go for the smoke.
loads of
Chat,
trouble.
like,
Good night, love.
Yes,
Oh,
thank you.
thank you for joining.
I've caused loads of trouble lately. Sorry about if
Who's
anyone.
going? See you, Bright.
Oh, yes, you have.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You've
you
been
know,
a bit
if-
of a tough spot, haven't you? And you said some nasty things to me as well. You really did, thinking about it now. Yeah, you
I've
did,
said worse than
bitch.
that. I've said worse than that. So call me a bitch. Call me.
Yeah, I'm sure you have. And that's not good, is it? That's not good. That's nothing to be proud of.
It's not, is it? No.
I've seen Chubby on another channel where they've asked Chubby questions about Laura, trying to get him to say something controversial.
Yeah.
And did
That's what it's
he?
like, man. Hey?
And did he?
Nah, I don't think so.
I did.
But I was thinking at the time, they're trying to bait him here.
I
That's
did.
happened to me so many times.
I don't know what was on, but it wasn't that long ago.
I see. Okie dokie. Well,
You're just the person in the world to me.
Yeah.
Laura, so
You're right,
I will-
Chubby.
oh, thanks.
aye.
James.
I'll protect you any way I can. Trust me on that. And just take no notice of all the banter that goes on YouTube. It's,
Yeah, there's banter and then there's causing people
I know.
distress.
sometimes people go too far. We all do, even I. Sometimes, even
Well,
me.
do you apologise though? Do you apologise for your bad
I
behaviour?
definitely apologise to you, Laura. I do. I apologise to you because I know I upset you, and that hurts my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want
You
to
did a
upset
bit. You did a bit. I'm not going to lie. You did a bit. Yeah.
Well, I'm
But,
glad
you
it's
know-
not to me. I don't want to hurt, but do any hurt, and I know.
If you
sometimes
can apologise and mean it, and we can move on, great. We start again. You get 3 strikes and you're out, love. Simple as that.
Oh, cool.
There you go. That applies to everybody, of course, not just a chubby brain. Everybody. 3 strikes and you're out.
Yeah.
That's one
So I
way.
reckon Crinkle's had way more than 3.
I was going to say, yeah. I think he's on the at least the 3rd or 4th chance by
But
now.
to be honest, with Crinkle, it's more what he says to other people rather than you, Laura.
Yeah, I've always
majority of it has been him doing stuff to other people.
Yeah.
He has
Rather than
offended
you
me as
directly.
well. Yeah, he's upset me too. Blah blah blah. But I'm
on
more
my
concerned
6th
about other
afterlife.
people.
I'm on my 7th afterlife.
And you know what I want to know, yeah, is Crinkle, you little shit. How I wonder what you're up to, you prick. Right, listen, yeah. At the end of the day,
He's up what, to jab you? Again?
did you or did you not want to be
Three
a
jabs,
part
you
of
know?
the,
Calm
did
down.
you or did you not
take
want
it
to be
low.
a part of the Zara B Ku Klux Klan or what?
Not really, no. I'm not even aware of
what? That's what I want to know, yeah? Whilst you're here, right now, love. Right here, right now. I want to know,
Klan? What's that?
why did you get involved with her? Of all people on the platform, why did you get involved with somebody as disgusting and vile as her? Because you've got to have seen what she's done recently, Crinkle, to people, as well as myself and others.
Yeah. Well, she fell out with me ages ago, so. Well, when you first meet people, you don't know what they're like, so you know.
But then you did know, though, didn't you? You saw what she was like. You gave her a bit of time, and you saw exactly what she was like, and you were still there with bells on, love.
Well, I mean, I don't hold what she does to other people. I don't hold her to account because of what.
Thank God you're not my boy. Thank God I'm not your girlfriend. Thank God I'm not your girlfriend.
Well, what
Thank
she
God I'm
does
not
is
your
her
girlfriend.
business. Like, I'm not the sort of person to say because you did this and that to someone else, then I'm gonna disown you. I just take people as I find them. That's it. I don't care what they do to other people. It's not my business.
No, but you know what? It is your business when people are literally getting your face and smushing it into shit for no reason.
I did actually give her some really hard time over her saying that bad stuff about your pet cat, actually.
Oh, don't even get me started, mate.
Yeah, well, I gave her... I went in on her because of that. Like, that was a bit out of order, so, you know.
It was. Appreciate it. Thank you.
It's not like I don't listen and don't respond, but I can't be responsible for what somebody else says. That's basically... You know,
right, fair enough. Well, what did she how did she respond then, Crinkle? Yes, what you just said then to me, mate, when you were just saying that when my baby died and everything, yeah.
Well, what I did is I told her, but what I did, which is my way, is I said some bad shit about her dog because she was saying it about your cat. I thought, let's see how you like it. And I was saying some bad shit about her dog just to see. But she took it how I expected her to and laughed it off. So, which is what we should all do, you know.
But I can't even speak.
Well, I said in the comments, like, she didn't know it was me, but I was saying, is that dog of yours dead yet? Come on, I want to play football.
But you shouldn't even say that, mate.
Good point.
Well, I did what she did to you just to see.
No, but
you know,
two
how
wrongs don't make it right.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm just saying that's what I did. And so
But I worked them out. Ronald,
I see what you're saying, but thank
look,
you, but
okay.
no.
Well, she laughed
What
it
you were
off
telling
like
me.
we should do, like we all should do online. When somebody says anything bad, they're only trolling you. Some of it might sound really
Sorry, I
evil.
can't laugh off my baby being dead. I can't
Oh
laugh that
no,
off.
I
Sorry.
felt really sad for you when you were telling us about that, and you saying he was in his crate. That made a lump appear in my throat, like, and then for Zara to say that bad shit,
Oh.
I was like, you can't do that, but you know, what can I do? But, you know,
I'm reading his name. I'm reading his avatar.
you just got
wrong,
to
mate.
expect this
The
stuff from
Scouser.
certain people, and then it's because when it's expected, you can learn to deal with it, sort of. So I expect this of certain people in this community.
Yeah, but it's pretty low though. Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
it is. I thought it was awful. Like I was
And
feeling,
when
Yeah.
she was
I was
saying
crying
shit
for
about
Laura.
kicking my baby around in a bag, she was saying that
Yeah.
I would get Laura's cat, I would get her dead cat, I'd put it in a bag, and I would kick it around the ground
Yeah.
and all that kind of shit. Like, why? That's just going beyond belief.
See,
Like,
that
why?
shit almost made me cry when I heard
I am
you
crying
talking.
now. I'm trying not to, like, but it's coming out my eyes. Honestly.
Yeah. Oh, don't let it get to you now. Like, let's not go over it if it's gonna
But
upset.
it's fine. It's fine. I will cry. I'm still healing. It's fine. But at the same time, you don't say that about anybody who's just died. It doesn't matter if it's a pet, if it's a pet mouse, or a cat, a dog, or if it's a human being. You
know.
just know.
I remember when I found a dog walking up at the main road near me. It was a King Charles Spaniel with a hot dog in its mouth, right? You could obviously see it escaped from somewhere, didn't have a collar. I rescued that dog, took it home, washed her, dried her, fed her, right? And then when it came to the morning, when the RSPCA or the dog kennel place, when I said, I've got this dog here, I don't want to keep it. Obviously, somebody's lost this dog. When they took her away, I was crying my eyes out. That's over 1 day.
Yeah, it
Of
shows you.
Of having something in your care that, you know, that like you're sort of responsible for. I was like my little baby. I only had her for 1 night. Like that was
Exactly.
so
Yeah.
Can I just respond to the Scouser individual?
Yeah,
who's
go
put,
for it.
Pity you couldn't foresee your dream. I've got a letter from when I was Section 2017 from an old lady when I said, don't let the NHS take your memory away. And she did. And she wrote me a letter and she talked about a dream that I was telling her back in there that day. I worked them out. I can't work all of them out, but I've worked them out, most of them.
Right, you should come on my website. I've got a big conspiracy website, right? You know what they're saying on there is that zebras don't exist. It's just horses that someone's painted black and white. It's just horses
Here we go.
Honestly, that is true. That is one of the main conspiracies.
right.
Well, you know what? Yeah, we're not just so you know, guys. I'm not being rude or funny, yeah, but we're not having all these different conspiracy theories over here. Don't get me wrong, yeah. We all think in that kind of way at times. I totally get it 100%.
Laura,
We don't want people thinking zebras exist, do we?
But if we're all supposed to be different because if we carry on for bowing down to these governments and so-called, the people who are telling us to have jobs, we'll fall foul for them again.
Yeah.
Well, listen, whoever's in power, whoever's in government, yeah, that we're not always going to agree with everything they say and do, are we? Oh, we think it's just the way
ask
it
you
is.
a question.
Yeah.
Right.
What does government mean in Latin?
Govern your mind. Govern your mind, right? I know all this stuff. Come over to 153 News. You can discuss all this. Not going to do it on YouTube. Don't do it on YouTube. This is like dialing 999, boys. Yeah. Don't do the conspiracy stuff on YouTube. Go over on another platform. There's loads. Come on, man, if you want.
Say that again, Chris.
Yeah. talking about big conspiracies on YouTube is as bad as that of 999.
Well, right.
Yeah, yeah.
Right,
No, I hear you there.
Right, are you aware the Jews invented spark plugs so they can control global traffic?
Zebras-
no, I haven't. But
exist.
that makes
They're just
that makes
horses,
sense
black
to
and
me.
white.
What you're saying?
That's a quote out of a film, actually. It's a parody of.
I've walked past traffic lights and they've changed for me.
That's right. That's me at the controls. I'll sit in the traffic lights and I
exactly.
control them for you when you see them.
Hey, you know the traffic lights in London? They're controlled by a supercomputer.
No, they've just changed over the
And that's why I asked the question,
Themselves,
Finkley. What
Yeah.
is that shunt doing in the
Do
side
you
of my
reckon
head?
the traffic light system in London is conscious?
Well, if you say the person who's programming it is consciousness,
No,
then you
maybe
can't
it's
trace it back.
developed. Maybe how do you know? How do we know the internet isn't conscious now?
Light is
Self-aware.
conscious. Not in the way we are, though. It'll do.
Wow. There's
I'm not
just as
holding on
many
to you.
connections on the internet as there are in a
You want to
human
know
brain.
about the stuff I
It
do?
is.
Maybe
Finkley,
it's
so
super
go on with
conscious.
what we're
I
doing.
like your hat
because
on you. I
we
like
might
your
be
hat
getting
on you.
duped again.
I like your hat on you. You look like Mario Kart.
The best Mario Kart in town.
I seen your hair the other day, like you're gorgeous, man. You,
So,
aren't you?
right, the
Well,
traffic light system is conscious. That's why it saw you come in and changed the lights for you.
Yep, that's right. The traffic lights are conscious. Zebras don't exist. It's
No, it was strange, Finkley,
It's
when I
the
was
net, the whole
when I was
network that's
when I was
conscious.
walking past them and like
You look
just
hot
like
down on
walking
your love.
past and they just make sure that the cars were stopping for me. I
She
thought, what's that
loves
all about?
pudding.
I'll
What's
raise
going
your
on there?
to flat earth and double down. No, however, well, look, we don't want to be talking conspiracies on YouTube. Honestly, I think it's not.
talking all about shit on here.
Yeah,
You've
but
got,
I know
you've got YouTube in general to do that on, yeah?
There's enough
Yeah.
interesting stuff that's not a conspiracy, for God's sake. It's more interesting
Yeah, I was thinking,
to
are you
find
a
out
man?
really what's
I
going
can't
on.
believe I've got him on the panel. I just
Twinkle, are you
can't
a
Yeah,
believe
go
Mason?
on then, Finkley.
I've heard you are.
Let's stay on
Are you a
that
Mason?
line.
Twinkle?
I've got some
Twinkle, are you a
answers.
Superman?
Really
Yeah, I'm a
going on?
stonemason.
Twinkle is a Mason, then you admitted it there. I'll just edit the bit out where you said stone.
Yeah, I am.
Have you just said the Queen's a Mason?
Great is a Mason. Not
Well,
is.
she's a first degree, even though now she's died, but she allegedly died on a certain date that fits in line with what they've been doing.
Behave yourself. Behave yourself.
So basically, the main thing about me is I am.
I was saying allegedly then.
Right, I am
alright.
computer generated. Right. I'm computer generated.
Yeah, it's a hologram. Just like the
I'm
moon.
programmed in Russia. You know, I've got lots of lines of code, and one day I'm just gonna disappear like I appeared.
Oh, let's move on from the holograms and the conspiracy stuff, please. There's other things, other ways we can discuss this because it's only going to go one way. We'll end up with COVID.
We just all got to learn to say no when no means no.
That's right, right. You have to learn when no means no. No more conspiracies.
Yeah, the main thing is all to do with dihydrogen monoxide. Whew, that shit is severe. Check it out.
Hydrogen monoxide.
So
Dihydrogen
if we do
monoxide.
that, are we
Go
going
to
to be on?
dhmo.org and tell me that shit is not sinister.
Right, go on then. What are you talking about now? What's that?
Well, it's a chemical that's been.
I know it's a chemical. I
Yeah.
just don't know what it does.
Well, it's been found. Well, it's dangerous stuff. You know, it's killed lots of people. It's been found in water pipes all over the world. And if you look into it, you'll go down a certain rabbit hole.
I'm not drinking water.
Ain't ya? Yeah. Well, you know,
You know,
It's contaminated.
what if you go to the Antarctic and drink the ice?
Right.
Well, when
That's
it's
probably better for you.
well, yeah,
Full
but
of pigeons
not
before,
going to do that, are they? See, all the fresh waters over there, but all our water's contaminated with DHMO, dihydrogen monoxide.
All right, no wonder we're all idiots then. No wonder we're all idiots if we've been drinking that bloody water.
Yeah, we've been drinking that for ages, man. You look how dangerous that stuff is. I could reel it's an industrial solvent. It's an industrial byproduct. You know, God, it's been found in tumours of cancer patients.
You're making me want to
it's
drink some
the
beer.
stuff gets everywhere.
Go on, sorry. What was that again, Finkley?
Yeah, the stuff gets everywhere. It's everywhere, and it's in all our water pipes. I mean,
if you lie in the bath too long, it'll absorb through your skin.
Well, probably, yeah.
I'm never getting a bath again.
Yeah, I mean, even consuming it can make your brain swell and all this if you have too much of it. In 2000, and I can't remember the year, in one fell swoop, about 250,000 people died from it. In one weekend.
Right. By the way, I'm sorry to jump in dead quick because I'm going to have to go in a bit, but I was just going to say that what I've not properly looked into myself like yet, but I wanted to ask you whilst you're here, might as well now, Crinkle. But even though you shouldn't even be here, Bish, and you've been a naughty boy, but I partly understand what you were saying before, but still, I just want to ask you this, right? What is with these, like recently, in the past few days, week or so, whatever, where these poor little innocent children have died of, is it like a strep infection or something, or a viral infection?
Yeah, scarlet fever. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's been a breakout. Yeah. So, and I know that there's a mutated strain of it, which is getting resistant to antibiotics. So it's something we should all be thinking about.
I'm thinking of my nephews, 1-year-old and a 3-year-old nephew, nearly 2, nearly 4, in the next few months' time, if that. But they go to nursery like 2-3 times a week, and they're always picking stuff up, and I'm sat here thinking, oh, God.
Well, I'm all for homeschooling.
You see this problem, Laura, what you're talking about, right? We are partly responsible for this mutation, right? Where it can resist antibiotics, because not all of us, but amongst us are going to be people that insist the doctor gives us antibiotics when it's not necessary. The more they prescribe of antibiotics, the more all diseases are exposed to it and can evolve around it. So be careful next time you got a cough. Don't demand antibiotics from your doctor, because this is the result. You get scarlet fever coming back and being resistant to antibiotics, and it's killing children. So think about the results or the effects of what your choices are, and tell your doctor and encourage people not to insist on antibiotics when they catch a viral disease like a cold. Please.
With viruses, though, you can't even treat a viral infection with any antibiotics, really, can you?
Exactly. And so when you demand it off your doctor, antibiotics, when it's useless against the cold, this exposes, germs to the antibiotics and allows them to figure out how to be resistant to it. So think about this next time, you're demanding this shit off your doctor when it's not even necessary.
Well, you're not a doctor,
yeah.
so no one should really listen to anything you say.
Well, hang on. This is my field of expertise: drug design, synthesis, diseases, viruses,
He is good at all
bacteria.
this.
Yeah, but you're not a doctor,
he knows
though,
all
right?
this shit. He
Well,
does.
I'm not a doctor, but my
You're not
degree,
qualified to give public advice.
my bachelor's degree is in this very area, so I've got something to say. I ain't got a PhD, so I'm not a doctor.
Yeah. So
But
you can tell people.
I've got one
you just
down
need
from a
to-
PhD.
I'm trying to help you here. I'm trying to help you. You need to rephrase it because you did say do not.
Zero,
Right? You
man.
just need to rephrase it. That's all I'm saying.
Hang
Careful
on,
with
look. Well, this advice, it's universal. This is what doctors all around the world, and scientists have
Does this book?
are encouraging people to do, because eventually we'll run out of antibiotics. The more that ends up in the environment, especially if it's not necessary, allows the germs to evolve resistance.
You're saying do not accept antibiotics, right? And
Yeah,
that
for a
could-
viral disease.
Unless you need them. If you've got an
Yeah.
infection, take them, of course.
Yes,
but if
'cause-
you've got a
I
viral
wouldn't.
infection, it
Yeah.
doesn't do
Oh,
nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Be careful with the way you word it. If
Well,
you're
hang
going
on,
to talk
it's-
about this, you have to be top level.
yeah, but Chubby, you can't treat
Yeah.
viral diseases with antibiotics, bro. And some people go into their doctors and demand antibiotics, even though the doctor will say it's not going to do anything, So this is just, prudent advice, which everybody should be thinking about, because the results of this shit is kids dying now of a resistant scarlet fever strain.
Okay, Bingo, whatever you say, mate. I'm
Well,
going to listen to someone on
true.
YouTube who's the most
Well-
hated person on YouTube. I know over like.
It don't matter if I'm hated. What I'm saying, you have to evaluate on its merit at the time. Just because everyone hates me, don't mean what I say.
You know,
in this
careful what you
area.
say. You know what I mean?
Well, this is standard advice from the World Health Organization.
Oh, well.
Well, it is.
But you're not like qualified to give that advice out though.
Well, I'm qualified to repeat it. and
But
I
you
have.
just told people not to get antibiotics if they have a virus.
Well, yes.
You shouldn't be saying that.
Well,
You
no,
shouldn't be saying
the World Health Organization would say this too, bro.
Well, can you have their number then so I can ask them?
Any doctor would advise you it ain't going to work, because antibiotics only work against bacteria. And so a virus is immune to antibiotics by the mechanism that they work. Beta-lactam rings and all of that. It doesn't work with viruses.
I know what you're saying, Kringle, when you say
Darren Brownsy. Look him up.
You're pushing it a bit, ain't you? You're pushing it a bit. ain't you,
Well, look,
Kringle?
giving someone with a viral disease antibiotics is like giving somebody who's broken their leg a drink of water and telling them to walk it off. It ain't gonna work.
What if someone thinks to have a viral infection, and then they go to the doctor and they go, yeah, I'll prescribe you these, and then well, Kringle said not to take any antibiotics.
Well, yeah, you can look it up. This is universal advice that you'll get from any health professional.
Someone's crackling. I've got YouTube in the background open.
Right, take no notice. Take no notice, and take no notice of me as well, because I'm a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, I'm
Take notice of Nunya and Laura on this stream.
Oh, yeah, you don't have to take notice of anything, but you can verify what I'm saying is correct.
Question everything. You get to know what you didn't know by questioning them.
You can go and look
I'll
this shit
verify
up
that
on
next
any
time.
health website out there. Like, just look up antibiotic resistance. Just go anywhere and type that into Google. This is the next problem we face, as well as global warming. Right? We face.
Oh dear. Stay away from global warming.
Nanya, it's all echoing, I think.
Someone's echoing.
Are you a believer in
I don't have
global
YouTube.
warming?
Try.
Chubby, it's you, I think.
I don't have YouTube window open.
Right, it's not
Making a racket.
okay. I'm gone. I'll just check. Okay, Nunya's muted. Okay, it could maybe have been Nunya. Maybe. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure.
Well, it's gone now, so.
And he's still
Yeah.
unpaneled, but you need to come back on when you can.
What about now?
Just move.
Yeah.
Okay,
came
we're
back.
all good. That's
It's
I
A
think
gone.
that's
little bit.
okay.
It's doing it a little bit, Nanya.
Oh, a little bit, yeah, a little bit.
A lot. That's it. It's gone now. It's better when he's.
Fuck, it must be me then.
Yeah.
Do you want me to jump out and come back in?
Yeah,
That
go
might
through if you want, darling. I was going to say I'm going to move myself upstairs for before I go to bed, but I'll be upstairs for a bit, chilling on here. So yeah, it's all good. I'll be here a bit longer. Right,
Okay then.
see you in a bit. Right, okay. Let me just move myself upstairs.
See,
Yay.
right. This could be the next big thing because this is one of the next big things we face as humans is what do we do when antibiotics have run out and none of them are effective anymore? We better start thinking about this now ahead of time, or it could be the next. Well, it could be. It's already.
Remedies.
Yeah, but hang on. Antibiotics are natural, most of them. It comes from fungus, but you know the bacteria figured out how to nullify the antibiotics, and it doesn't affect them anymore. Well, it's getting that way. Once we get to that point, then what do? We're going to have a problem bigger than the pandemic. So start thinking about it now.
No.
Before it's too late. We've got MRSA in hospitals. Methicillin-resistant Staphylococcus aureus. Methicillin's one of the mainstays of our antibiotics. And now, if you get that in hospital, they can barely treat you. You can go in there just for an operation on your little finger, and you may not even get out the hospital if you catch that. It's true. So don't worry about pandemics and all that. Once we run out of antibiotics,
Don't worry about
we do.
Well, I have a stash of them, Crinkle.
Stash of what?
Antibiotics.
Yeah, but when the bacteria that you're using them against are resistant to it and immune to that, then what?
I'll make some more.
Well, you can't though.
I'll get them off Heidelberg. There's a man.
Well, this is a real problem that we face.
Is it bollocks? The only way to put my face is the idiots.
Hang on, look up MRSA, and then look how many people die from that in hospitals every year because there's too many antibiotics being dished out for no good reason.
No. No.
You see, so it's people. It's this attitude
People like
is going
me,
to lead us into problems. You know.
It's all my fault, everyone.
Well, no, it's everybody's fault.
That's what I just said. The problem is there's so many idiots in the world. It's got nothing to do with looking at Google what SRS is.
Well, yeah, you see.
Bill Gates has the right idea.
This is like a real thing, and this is more interesting and more, dangerous to humans than any conspiracy nonsense. And this is actually real, and you want to dismiss this, but take the conspiracy theory seriously. The attitude is just crazy.
Yeah, you should see us on a Friday and Saturday night.
Well, my mate died of this. He was a drug user, right? Who used to sniff drugs, right? And he went into hospital.
My mate was. It was you.
Oh yeah, I died. Yeah. No, he went into hospital, right? Because the drugs had worn away his nose at the back, right? And he went in there and he got an infection in his nose, right? Which spread to his brain and then shut his whole body down, and he died from this very thing. They couldn't treat it because the antibiotics weren't good enough anymore. This is something you need to think about.
Yeah, well, he should have came to me. I've got a stash.
Yeah.
What's the matter, Kringle? Has the cat cut your tongue?
Not really. I've said what I've been saying. Otherwise, I'd just start repeating. No point.
Oh, so you're a doctor now, are you? You can
Well, I
give
don't need
medical
to be a
advice.
doctor. Well, no, I am a drug designer, right? And I also studied
Really?
disease, and how to design drugs to treat disease.
That's a good one. Ease disease and how to design drugs to treat disease.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the next song title.
yeah. Well, that's it. I mean, certain
Yeah.
disease states in the human body are, are actual physical targets you can design a drug to latch onto.
You're right, Kringle, you're right. From now on, I want to dismiss everything. I want to tell my doctor to fuck off, and I want to come to you for
No,
advice.
just ask your doctor if what I'm saying is correct.
Come
And
to
he'll
you,
say
man.
yes.
Yeah. All right, I'll go to my doctor and say Kringle said. Kringle off YouTube
No,
said.
just say, ask your doctor about resistance to antibiotics. Just ask him that and see what he says. Just ask fucking Google that, or what do you call it? Alexa. Say, what's that all about? Resistance to
You're my doctor now, Kringle.
what?
You're my doctor. So what's the resistance to viruses?
What?
What was the question again that I have to ask my doctor?
Just ask them about antibiotic resistance.
All right, Dr. Kringle, can I ask you about antibiotic resistance?
No,
please?
not me. Just
You're
ask
my doctor now. I sacked
Oh,
my doctor.
ask
You're
Alexa.
a
Ask-
virologist, and I know, yeah. So,
Well,
hello,
ask
hello,
Alexa.
me.
I don't need
Answer
to
the
be a
question.
virologist, but I understand how viruses work and how drugs can be designed to, minimize the effects of them.
If I ever want to know how viruses work, you're the first person I'm coming to.
Well,
Well, yeah, I do know.
Okay, well, if
If
I
you
want to
like.
learn about music and playing the guitar, you're the first person I'll come to. Well, you can try dismiss
I
me.
play
at your
drums as
own-
well. I do play some drums as well, if you want to know about
Why are
that.
you so butthurt over me telling you this? I don't get it.
Why are you so butthurt on YouTube? Why do you think everyone's out to get you?
I don't know, man. Don't know.
Do you think it might be your behaviour that's caused all this?
Like what? Telling you about drugs
No,
and
everyone hating you on YouTube.
Well, I've said some bad things to people, but it's only words, isn't it? Come on.
Well, now's your chance
It's bad
to
as sucker
apologise.
punching somebody.
You
Is it?
can't just say, well,
It's
only
only words. It's
Yeah.
only words. You try saying that to the people who've committed suicide over those words. Yeah.
Well, who? I ain't made anyone commit
No,
suicide.
look it up on Google, mate. Go into Google and put people who have killed themselves from cyberbullying. Yeah.
Yeah,
Off
but I
of
don't
YouTube.
cyberbully people. I come in to debate people. That's it.
Nah, but you.
I've got into
Yeah,
arguments.
yes, you
Hang
do
on, that's
that,
not
but you also
cyberbullying.
twist
Getting-
it too.
Hang on, getting into an argument with somebody is not cyberbullying, Laura.
No, but you saying that words and words and here mean nothing. Are you taking the mick?
Well,
No,
hang on.
you have
There's
said
people
some
out-
vile
there's people
stuff,
on this
and
panel. Right.
you've also poured bomb people and gore bomb people.
Yeah, look,
I've seen the stuff you tried to gore bomb me with, and I was
Laura.
nearly sick in my mouth.
Laura, there's people on these panels that have done real life crimes.
I know.
Anything
And
I've
you're
done is
just
just a
as
few
bad.
words in an argument. That's the most it's going to be. That's the most it ever will
No,
be.
but you are acting just as bad, if not worse, of these people, yeah, because of the things you've said and done, and the
Oh,
stuff
look,
that you've put
Laura, I was
online.
only telling you about MRSA and fucking diseases and, resistance to antibiotics. What's the problem?
You weren't though, darling. You were
Yes, I
doing.
was.
Yes, you were. Yes, you were doing that. Don't get me wrong. Yes, you were.
I ain't
But
slagged
then you were
anyone off
being
in here today.
awful.
Hang on, what have I done today to deserve this? Nothing.
Really?
Yeah, talking about drugs, what's that?
Like prescription drugs just may make that quite clear, yeah, in case people are wondering.
Yeah,
But
talking
yeah,
about antibiotics. Actually, something we've relied on for nearly 100 years or over
Legal
100
drug
years.
dealers.
And without
Yeah.
it, a lot of us wouldn't be alive now if it weren't for antibiotics. At some point in your life, you have been saved by antibiotics or your parents.
That's very true.
Exactly.
But at some point in other people's lives, you've hurt them very much, Crinkle, and upset them.
A long time ago, though. So, and they've hurt me.
Well, you've got to make amends with those people.
Oh, I thought we went through this when I came on at first. Why
I know. I don't care. I don't care. I need to get it out.
Is this
people
more
need to hear
important than
this.
talking about antibiotics? Really?
When people's feelings are hurt, yes, that hurts me as well. But at the same time, yes, of course I want to hear about antibiotics and how we can help people. Of course I do. So don't use that against me, mister. But, you know,
so
when you
it
hurt
can't be
people,
more
mate,
important
with
to
your
bring up
words...
something we've already been through, though,
I don't
earlier
care,
on.
because people are going to watch this back, and think that I've been a flipping, I've let him on, and, you know, I'm this and that and the other. No, I've let you on to explain what's going on.
Getting fucking, you know, hysterical on someone else's behalf, it's just ridiculous now. Come on.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Outrage on someone else's behalf. Like, come on, man. I ain't done anything to you. Like, I wouldn't bully you or anything. I wouldn't bully anybody.
You haven't bullied me.
Well, there you go. Come on, man.
No, you haven't, but you've still hurt me.
Well, look, you know, I'm not proud if you did get hurt by anything I've said, but, you know, that's not my intention. Come on, man. What's this? Going back to this is bullying me now. Now you're bullying me.
Nah, I'm just asking for the truth. That's
well,
all
don't bully me because I was talking about something completely unrelated. Completely.
No, I just wanted to know because listen, people will watch this back. Like I say, people will watch this back and be like, "What the hell is going on?"
Well, they're outraged on someone else's behalf.
I know what you're saying there because people will start hating on me, and they are doing anyway. But they'll go hard. He's
like,
even
you know, there's a point where you have to drop this shit right after about a year in a drunken argument where somebody threatens to blind you. Come on, we've been over this, man. For fuck's sake.
Right. Well, do you know what? I just want it all to stop. Yeah. I just want it to stop.
Well, stop it then. Don't keep bringing it up.
Right.
For fuck's sake. This is what they all say.
This is
you know what the worst one is? You know what the craziest one is? Michelle C herself. I can't bear it when he said that. It upset me. Yeah, she goes on panels encouraging people to show the clip. If it really upset you, you wouldn't have it on and showing people all the time. Like, they're just doing it to troll and to bully now.
What's wrong with that, like?
Well, nothing. But, I mean, it gets a bit boring when you're trying to talk about something else when it just keeps getting brought up. Like, it's like you've got nothing better to do.
No, I just want to know the truth and so do the people.
Well, whatever, man.
Man. All right, Jesse Pinkman.
One day you'll get over it, you know.
It's not me getting over it, it's other people.
Well, one day they'll get over it. And if they can't get over it, well, you know, it just shows they're a little bit, there's something wrong with them. You know what I mean?
It's not the worst panel in the world, actually. It's the best. I mean, you got Wayne in the corner there, right? You got Crinkle. He's a social expert. He is Crinkle. He knows everyone.
I know about a certain very narrow field, and it's usually to do with science, drugs, you know, and the human body and diseases. That's it. I don't know much else. So please.
Okay. He doesn't know anything else.
Well, no, I don't know much else, but I do know a little bit about that. But there's lots I don't know, obviously. But you can
know much about history. Don't know much about geography, but I do know about bacteria, and that's about it.
Well, yeah, I do.
Yeah, no. You told us.
Yeah.
He's the bacteria guy. That's what I want to call you from now on, the bacteria.
Well, it's more interesting than conspiracies, in my humble opinion. All conspiracies are just polluting people's minds with nonsense.
We did with pride.
Well, when there's no evidence, you know what I mean? It's far more interesting to actually have something where there's evidence for this shit and it's real. Like polluting people's minds with that shit, Chubby. You're one of the main offenders.
I am a main offender, and I'll tell you what, sleepers don't exist. They are just horses that are being paid in black and white. If you want to find that out for yourself, just go watch a sleeper.
No, I mean, come on, man.
I love all the crazy conspiracies, like, mate. That's why I do it. I like to find the crazy ones. They're funny as fuck. Like, I've actually been hard to breathe sometimes when I hear some people's conspiracies. Anyway, carry on. Back to the bacteria guy. He's got a lot of bacteria up his nose by the sound of it. Take a sniff there.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm on snooker.
Chris, what is fluoride made from?
Rat poison.
Yeah.
Chlorine.
Do you know what? When I go,
Chlorine.
this is what I want to do when I go to a supermarket like Asda.
Right.
I want a shelf stack for them. And ask them for rat poison, but take it to the fishmongers and ask them get them to shine the light on it.
Right.
Because they put them funny lights on the fish, don't they, to say they're fresh when they're not.
Yeah. Well, salmon isn't actually salmon coloured. It's white before they put the.
Well, I didn't say salmon.
So, Bright, what is it that shows up when they shine the light on a bad bit of fish?
No, I'm just being funny with it to show to get them to see what they're doing in their own shop to the people.
What is it they're looking for in the fish when they do that?
Fish fingers.
Oh, lol. Fish fingers. No, frankly, it's to show them to get like the shopkeepers who selling you the stuff to look at what they're doing themselves because they don't know.
Sure, it's not for something else.
No, I do it funny. I do it funny ways.
Well, right. Do you know? Even in mountain.
It's like I asked you before, Finkley, about how many on Mark's stream. How many hijackers was on COVID flight 9/11?
Well, look, forget the hijackers for 1 second.
No, well, that's what I'm.
Even mountain spring water, right? You know, even mountain spring water from the mountains of wherever, it's got fluoride in it, bro.
Yeah, the bottles of naive water, spelled back to front.
Fucking hell.
Oh my goodness.
We're going to not talk about conspiracies now, Bright.
What does conspiracy mean?
Well, you know, when more than one person gets together.
Yeah, that's
little
the one.
Stories you make up in your head that you think could be true that might not be.
Yeah, it's stuff you believe with no evidence.
Two or more people conspiring against people.
Hold the hand. But this phone is so slippery.
All conspiracies, yeah. There's no evidence for these conspiracy theories. They're just a theory.
Yeah, and they're to be questioned, aren't they? When they're put in our minds. Especially through the internet.
Question the people that believe them, not the ideas themselves. It's the people that are so gullible they will believe any rubbish. That's what I find. You know, the most serious problem.
How I know this, Finkley, we all win.
We all win.
Yeah, because we didn't know that we were getting lied to.
By who? How do you know you're being lied to?
Thank you.
Because we are getting lied to. You know
how
that.
do you know that? How do you know that?
COVID flight 9/11, 2001.
How do you know any of that's lies?
Missed the point.
How do you know that's lie? They're lying to you. Who told you that? And isn't that person lying? How do you know anyone's telling you the
We've
truth?
got to question everything, haven't we?
Yeah, no. And at the end of the day, between two competing people, let's say, trying to tell you differing opinions about the same events, then what do you do? How do you determine who you think's telling the truth or not?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, how? So, I'm asking you how. Do you
accept that two planes when it went into it?
9/11.
Why aren't you one of these guys that believe that's a no-planer? Some people believe there wasn't even any planes.
All right. Exactly. What do you think, Crinkle? What happened with that? What do you reckon? What does everybody think to that on panel and chat? What do you think to the 9/11 incident? Do you think it was real? Do you think it was all make-believe? Because it couldn't have been make-believe because he saw the destruction and the damage it caused.
Exactly.
So come on then.
Do you believe two planes hit it, went into it?
Yeah, that's what I thought, and it looked like that. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, Hollywood Tally does wonders to us all.
Well, look, yeah, and you see, this is the problem. You could have a million different opinions. Yeah. What you have to do, right? What you have to do at the end of the day to determine, who you think you should believe is look for evidence. Because that's the deciding factor.
You've heard of like it was what was it? Demolition.
Well, no, because it's not
like brought down.
It's not beyond the realms of possibility. It's perfectly within physical. Nothing went on that was breaking laws of physics by a plane going in. A fire burning for a while, the structure is damaged and softens from the heat, and the thing falls down. That's that.
No,
if it did that, that's what happened.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
All the other stuff you have to believe with no evidence. What there is evidence for is planes smashing into the buildings and the things falling down. It's not beyond the realms of possibility, is it? And there's buildings falling down. There was a building not long ago in California. It fell down with no fire, nothing. The thing just fell down.
Demolition?
No, the thing just collapsed. Buildings collapse all the time. But when a plane hits one, you would probably expect it to collapse. You know what I mean?
It's raining. Oh, that cold rain. What the heck? Yeah. Well, I was going to say,
what are you saying, Laura?
What she reckon? I was just saying it's raining, but like cold rain. It's like freezing rain. We've actually got snow coming around here in a few days. Give it till Wednesday, Thursday next week, love, and we've got flipping. It's going to drop below 0, and we have got some sleet snow coming in the next few days' time, and you guys might be getting some as well. So be prepared. Yeah. I was going to say, all right then. So, Crinkle, do you think that 9/11 was real? And do you believe what I believe, where we literally saw basically a terrorist attack, planes going into buildings, some of the biggest buildings in the whole world, and, all that jazz, and a lot of lives, innocent lives lost?
Yes, I do. And
innocent lives were lost.
And wait there, Bright. And it's no surprise to me. They tried to blow the buildings up in the 80s or the 70s. Yeah, the same people. And America, it's no secret. They are the bullies of the world, and they invade Middle East countries and try to, put their shit down there. So there's a good reason for some terrorists to attack America as well. This all can be explained away that way. It's much more plausible. Why would America, at the end of it, blame Saudis as being the hijackers? Saudi Arabia are America's ally in the region. So it just wouldn't make sense. It would be shooting themselves in the foot. And if
But
they
they're
want
all
to,
in it together, Finkley.
and
So we
they
don't
always
see
say
what they're doing.
they did it to invade Iraq, so it was a false flag. Why blame Saudis? Blame Iraqis. It would have been a no-brainer after that.
Yeah.
Iraqis did it. Let's go into Iraq, but they didn't. They blamed Saudis. Like, come on. All these conspiracy theories, they fall down.
I'm now convinced completely, Crinkle. Thank you. I couldn't believe how so wrong I was. Thank you. I'm totally convinced from now.
Well, you know, it does a better job of explaining events than all these stupid conspiracies.
Like the CGI films. I love that one.
I mean, how ridiculous is CGI?
What did you think about it, Chris? Because you're new to the awake.
I'll tell you what it was. New York was a hologram to begin with. The whole
That's right.
So the whole city is a hologram.
What's your thoughts?
And when you walk in there, like, you're convinced that all these buildings exist. All they did is add some airplanes, and the hologram fell down. Like, come on.
Chris, when it happened, what was
It's
you
amazing how
thinking?
right he is with his second assessment.
What?
You're pretty much on kick you there.
Chris, when it happened, what was you thinking about it?
I'm glad I'm not in there.
Do you remember where you were, Bright? I remember exactly where I was the day that happened. And I was in a record shop at the time, and somebody walked in and said, somebody's flown a plane into a building in America. And nobody thought anything of it because he made it sound like there's just like been a light airplane crash or something. And none of us looked at it for hours, and then we realized, what the fuck?
I remember.
Yeah,
I remember.
I didn't even look at
I
the
remember being in
papers
the car. I was in the car coming
and-
back from college.
and say anything about
Go
it.
on.
I just, I thought, I was in the pre-rob.
So I was in Camden Town at the time. I remember exactly what I was doing, man. That's so crazy. Where were you, Laura? In the car.
I was in the car.
I was in
coming
Wales.
back home from college.
Yeah.
My dad was working at the same flipping college that I was at. Well, sixth form / college that I was at. So he's like, we were literally in the car together going home, stuck in traffic, listening to the radio. I just remember hearing going, New York City, we've now had this massive terrorist attack, and two planes have gone into the Twin Towers. And I was like, to my dad, what the hell is the Twin Towers? And he was like, those two massive buildings in America. I was like, oh my God. I just felt sick. I felt
You heard
sick.
it on the
and
radio.
As soon as I got home, that was it. I watched, put it on telly, and that was it.
So you heard it on the radio.
You still watch telly, Laura?
Yeah, on the radio.
Laura, do you still watch telly?
Now and again, not very much. I watch most of my stuff online now, love, but now and again I will watch some telly now and again.
You got to, Laura, to pick up on the other bits of it.
Right, YouTube is the new mainstream media brainwashing.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
They've done that to pull us all in.
So so wherever you are, Bright, they're always going to get you. You've gone from mainstream media to here, mainstream media. So you're being brainwashed all along.
Big Brother is the internet now, isn't it?
Well,
they indoctrinated us with Big Brother to say you got to go into it yourselves.
Online stuff now, like YouTube, anything online, any sort of social media's got flipping TV stuff on it as well. Do you know what I mean? What we would normally get off the telly, but you can literally go into, ITV, get a free app from there, sign in, get a free app, watch the latest movies that are on ITV at the time live, as well as watching Coronation Street. Yeah, anything you want, love.
Okay, love.
Oh, this is more crinkle.
Even you and me, it's easy, just wait and see. Anyone can fall in love.
Yes.
There you go. I might have picture spirits up over towards the end. That's the way it rolls with me.
Yes, love. Yes, love a bit of flipping Corrie now and again, though. I've been literally watching Coronation Street, on YouTube, full versions of Corrie. And what from like back in the day, I've like in the past 5-10 years, or even further back. Excuse me. Hello, Emily. Pardon me, got hiccups.
Chris,
Excuse me,
Chris, have you had any of the jabs?
Ooh. Right, I've been smoked too.
Chris. Who's Chris?
Chris, Chubby.
Chubby.
My name's not Chris.
That's what you told me. Okay, it's not.
No.
Right, I want to ask you, why do you write funny in code and all that? What's that all about?
I've
already told you. You hear me telling you before.
No, I can't remember.
I can tell you now quickly. He's got water on the brain. He's got learning difficulties. He's got dyslexia, and he has learning difficulties. So just give him a break there. I
didn't know. Well, that's what I was asking. I didn't know why he was doing that. I thought he was just trolling or something.
No, I do mess with it myself.
What are you, a doctor, Chubby? Hang on. Water on the brain. You're a doctor? You're not a doctor. Well, look, I didn't know, so I thought you were doing it just to troll people.
No idea. I do mess with it, but I try and get it to say two things in one.
But somebody on here earlier was saying they've seen you write normally.
I do, because I click the spell check and get it to correct it for me.
I mean, how weird, man. Do you really
have got dyslexia and I'm not telling lies there.
It's obvious, man.
Well, it's not obvious because some people.
It is obvious. Well, sorry, it is to me because I've been out in the world.
Well, people do all sorts of stupid shit in the text box, they write. Like I've seen teenagers where you can't even understand what they're writing. It's so it's their own language.
What teenagers have you seen?
It's their own language. Well, a friend of mine nieces.
Don't answer.
The best place, Chubby and Finkley and Laura, if you would have been around me years ago when they didn't hide comments from you, they used to leave every single comment they used to put, and it made more sense the way I was doing it then, because it would say two things in one. And I tried to do it in the comment sections.
So hang on. So did you used to be able to write perfectly, or as it always?
I'm all right. I'm all right at spelling, but only simple words. Go any bigger with me, you'll go.
But what I'm saying is, were you at once able to spell normally and then something happened, or has it always been? Have you always been dyslexic?
No. I tried my best to do me writing the way I could, but as soon as I met Rob Freeman on the internet, I'm born free.
Yeah, no, but
he said dyslexia, you've got a gift. So I went, right now, play. Okay, then go and play with it. But I can't write. When people are pulling me up, going, Bright can write.
What I'm saying is, what I'm asking is, did the dyslexia, were you born with it, or did it happen later in life?
Who cares?
No, but born with it. Well, I must have been.
I'm asking him. He doesn't.
I must have been because. Yeah,
It's a bit rude asking someone about that.
Yeah, I must have been.
He can tell me to go away if he wants. You know what I mean?
Finkley, I was just waiting for somebody coming.
The thing is, he has learning difficulties, right? So firing questions.
Yeah, I went to slow school, put it that way.
Well, why not? Why not ask him questions? What's wrong with that?
Yeah, no, you do that, Finkley. That's what I tell people to do, ask questions. So
let's just sit here in silence then.
No, let's not. Let's talk.
Yeah, I went to slow school.
conspiracy theory instead then?
No, because this is not the place to do it. I have my own place
Well,
to do
then,
it.
so what then? Make some conversation then.
All right then. Well, I was trying to do that earlier, and you still haven't answered the question. Why do so many people hate you on YouTube?
Well, that's not true. So the premise is incorrect there.
Tell us the truth.
I don't hate him. I've got nothing to hate him for.
The same
Well,
reason a lot of people
people.
hate you, Chubby. The same reason a lot of people hate each one of us.
I have
There's a
a
lot of
50.
people. Well, there's a lot of people that hate me. There's a lot of people that like me, and that's the same with you too.
Well, yeah, well, I wouldn't say I like you, but I do tolerate you, and actually I do like you. Oh, fuck it, I do
The
like
main
you.
reason is,
No, all right,
I'll tell you the main reason is because I go in to challenge people for the last 2 years about COVID. That's
But
it.
you're going too far.
And conspiracy theories. And then when they hang on, I never turn it initially into slagging. That I always respond if they do that to me. It's always me doing a debate and they lose their temper. They say some foul shit and I respond in kind. That's it. That's all.
Yeah,
That's all I've ever done. And people can't take it. People hate that. So they hate me because of that. So they hate it. They don't like to be challenged because it's their strongly held beliefs. They hate it when somebody comes in and ain't just dick riding them and agreeing with them. They hate it.
You know
That's
what,
the reason.
What
And I
about
like that. I like to challenge wacky ideas. That's what I do. I like that.
All right, fair enough, Crinkle.
You should be challenging what we're talking about.
Exactly. I've been told to question everything. And then the only one that does it is me. And you lot claim to do that. Like, you claim to question everything, but who's the only one who does it and gets in shit for it? Me.
Right, it's obvious. Bright has some learning difficulties, so I can't abide people going on about that all the time on YouTube. Just go along with the guy. If you don't like him, don't associate with him. If you do, then I like him. And I think people should be protected on YouTube.
I like him, but there's no harm in asking.
You've got two friends in us, Bryce.
He's competent enough to tell me to go away if you don't want to answer the question.
I don't mind that.
Exactly. So
you're all right, Chris. You're all right.
Chubby, he can look after himself, bro. He knows how to look after himself.
We all go too far, and I know you're a professional wind-up merchant.
Well, look, if you really had his welfare at heart, that he's got learning difficulties, you would encourage him not to come onto the internet because he's exposed to all sorts of crazy.
He's allowed on here.
Hang on, he's been accused of all sorts of crazy shit from these weirdos. So if you really cared about his welfare, you'd say, "Don't come on YouTube."
He's allowed on here, right? Telling someone they're not allowed on YouTube is disgusting. And I would fight.
It's a place where he's more likely to be bullied than anywhere else, and I've seen it. I've seen him get bullied. I've seen him get bullied, though, Chubby. So I would encourage him not to come on these panels.
No, he should be allowed on here. It's the bullies we need to get off here, not Bright, not people with learning difficulties.
Well, you're never going to do that.
You know what, right? On this YouTube, the way it is, people with learning difficulties have got no chance. And no wonder there's
don't keep using that now.
No, but you're never going to get rid of the bullies.
In the distance going, look for you. No, don't.
You're living in a fantasy world if you think you're going to
You're
get
all
rid
right,
of the bullies.
so you think. But what other people are saying about you and pointing out, I thought I was agreeing with them, which, it's wrong. But if you've done what you were saying, it's hard to explain to you. I'm only new to you, frankly, but I did say certain thing, and the thing I picked up on you was instant. Why are you having to go with him? He's right about this, David. What's his name? Tubby many names Robinson, I call him.
Yeah. Exactly.
So that's that. So I thought I'm subbing him.
I'm all right, right. I don't mind if people attempt to bully me because I know how to deal with this sort of thing internally. It doesn't. I don't get affected by it. I mean, it does to a short extent, a small extent.
It does. We all get triggered. Even I get
I
triggered.
expect it though, so it doesn't bring me down when people try that shit. Right? I expect that shit, and then I just go along with whatever. It's organic. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Where is Laura, the host?
I don't know, man.
She's got to get some antibiotics.
Probably.
That's
Probably.
right. I'm gonna go and have a smoke, boys.
I don't think bacteria really exist. It's not been isolated. Not been isolated.
Yeah, well, one thing I forgot to say earlier when I first came on is I'm sorry you've been so ill, Laura, and I'm sorry if I contributed to that as well.
I'm back. I've just heard you now. I'm back. Sorry, I got cut off. My battery died. What were you saying, sorry?
I was just saying, I was going to say this when I first came on. I'm sorry you've been so ill, which you've said in the titles. And if I contributed to that mentally in any way, I'm sorry about that. I didn't know, how ill you were.
Honestly, when it comes to physical stuff, that's just, the health problems I've got flaring up. It's been a mixture of different things, and it happens when you've been busy and just being poorly in general. It happens, and the weather changing too, that doesn't help. But yeah, it's when it comes to all the mental stuff, don't get me wrong, some of it, that's happened on here with yourself and other people, it has screwed me up a little bit, but I'm tougher than I thought, love. And I'm not going to let that shit bother me. I can't. I'm trying to grow as thick as skin here. And I think that I have, in a way. I feel like I have grown a bit of a thicker skin over the past few weeks or something, especially. Even though I've been emotional at times because of shit going on in my personal life, I feel like I can stand my ground a bit more than I could a few weeks ago. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. You're doing well, Laura. Keep up the great work, and I'm wishing you such a good recovery, and I hope you do well on YouTube in the future as well. Don't worry about all the banter that it's all YouTube shit,
Yeah.
Don't take that too seriously.
And thank you. Sandra Martin's in the chat, by the way, guys, and thank you again, Chubby Rain. Yes, Sandra Martin, hello, my darling. Well, it's good morning from us. I guess it's good morning to you as well, because you're in America, and you're probably about 5 hours behind us or something, aren't you? So it'll be early hours of the morning over there, whereas over here, it's nearly 6:30 in the morning.
6 in the morning.
Yes. Morning pretty. So I hope you're doing all right. Well, as well as can be, darling. I know we're in the middle of having a chinwag offline. But thank you for popping on. I'll be here for a little bit longer, and I'll be finally trying to get a bit of beauty sleep and a bit of rest.
Chris or Laura or Finkley, what's precognition? I know what it is, but I just want to make sure it's sort of like what the comment was.
What I was before thinking.
Yeah, but like what the comment was saying before, like foreseeing.
Oh yeah, before thinking. Pre means before. Cognition means thinking. So presumably it's before thinking. Maybe it's like an instinctive.
Have you ever watched that movie, Instinct?
No, Basic Instinct.
No, Instinct. What's that one?
I haven't seen. I can't remember. I don't know.
Have a look, if you're still watching.
It's Hannibal Lecter, isn't it? Instinct.
The Instinct fella. Yeah.
There's a bear coming after them, isn't there?
Yeah. No, he's for them all the nature, isn't it? With the gorillas and bears and not bears, gorillas but he's sectioned. And I was like, wow.
He killed his wife, doesn't he? They're on the porch in the house. That's the main scene. They're on the porch. Now, Anthony Hopkins and his wife character at the time. Is that right?
No, I don't think it's that one.
No. Is it The Instinct with the bear then? Because there's only 2 films.
No, it's the
gorillas between the legs. Is that the one?
No, the gorillas.
No, the Grillers. Grillers the best.
Sort of thing, but
Grillers,
but not
what's that? Down the kebab shop.
Mm.
that.
I don't know. I thought because I'm the biggest film buff on here. Obviously, the most conspiracy theorist on here as well. But
Well,
I was
what's
just
that one? Because I yeah, it's
you know.
yeah. It's all about you, Bryce. And you know that's you've all heard that song, haven't you? It's all about you. It is.
It's all about
That's the
you.
one.
I mean that one, yeah.
Yeah.
About you, baby.
Recently I've been watching Bride sing. Coming to my panel, shadow my shadow, baby. Be-doo.
Have you heard me sing, Laura?
Please sing.
No, I haven't. Go on then.
No, I won't do it here now because it is late. But
Oh, sing Home
go on
and
my
Away.
You can't
channel.
say that.
Go on my channel and watch the one with Meep Music on Meep's Music. Go listen to me singing and will you write the words down for me and tell me what I was singing? Because I make me what I made. He was playing the guitar and I was just letting it rip and singing a song for him.
Ministry.
Is Ministry back?
I was just saying, was it Ministry? Because he plays guitar and all that, doesn't he?
I've only just connected to Ministry.
Okay.
I'm quite new to a lot of yous from where I've
Right.
been on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We
And
all
then
knew
most of
actually.
you
know what?
suddenly start appearing on lockdown, let's say.
We're
Yeah.
all quite new on this in this area, aren't we? We're all new. We've all come here in the past year, 2 years, maybe 3 for the veterans.
Yeah. Because you were forced.
I think it was maybe COVID that brought it. I don't say that word, man.
Exactly.
That brought us all together, like online. I think that's probably why there's so many lives going on. We all come together. We are the original, like, victims of the 2 years or 3 years that the shutdowns. You know, and we're here now.
Well, listen to this, Chris.
Now, a perfect example. Maybe scientists will look back in 1,000 years and so, look, this is what happened when
Well,
The real
listen to this,
victims
man.
are all dead.
everyone went crazy in the UK.
The real
Well, listen
victims
to
are
this
all
then.
dead, mate.
Before COVID, I was indoors 24/7 anyway, and I was saying, but when it happened in the precognition, I foreseen.
Here's a
I
statistic
was already
for
said
you.
I've already been there. Walked
Right.
the T-shirt, done that.
Right. Here's a statistic for you. Right, worldwide, 10 million or thereabouts children have lost a primary carer due to COVID.
What?
Well, you're still going along with it then, Pringle. You still think it was a good idea?
They are the victim. They are the real victims, mostly the dead people, but then the children they've left behind. Yeah. So, think about them.
I don't think the governments are in control.
It's terrible. It's sad, but
I don't think that. See, I'm with you there, Chris.
Who? I'm not
What
called
you
Chris.
just said.
I'm called Chubby. Call me Chubby, Bride. Chubby.
All right then, Chub.
Name's not Christopher. Call me Chubby.
Tell them, Chubby, say it this way. The reason I want you to do that because your name's the enemy of the state.
That's right. That's exactly right.
It's exactly right, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Right. You've done it. Congratulations. You're what? Are you a Rain Man or something? Because you seem to be coming across.
I've been told something like that.
Have you ever been or anything?
Yeah, there's those guys in it who have brain injuries and they wake up and they're genius mathematicians all of a sudden. They can see colours, you know what I mean? When you read out pi to them, each digit just flashes a light in their brain.
I've even been called. Chubby. I've even been called. What's his name? Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump.
There's a guy out there, right?
That's
Who's
like a
one of them Rain
chocolate.
Man type guys, and you can read him any part of pi, like 5 billion digits in. Read out the sequence, and he can tell when you've put in an incorrect number. It just doesn't fit into some pattern like that. It's so crazy.
Well,
there's no way you could remember that either. Like you can go randomly to any part of it, like 1 trillion numbers in, and he'll still be able to tell you.
Listen to this, then, Finkley. Listen to this, then, Finkley. When I was Saxon 2017, they wanted me to play bingo with them, and I didn't want it, but I went, oh, go on then, and I just got up and shouted one number. It came out, and then I shouted another one, and it come out. And I just got up and walked away and went, nah, leave it.
They thought you was going to bankrupt the house.
They didn't. But they were looking at me. How did you know that? I didn't. I just picked them.
That is some Rain Man telepathy going on there, Bright. They were frightened.
Sort of. This is what I say to you, Finkley. There's something about me, but if there's something about me, there's something about all of us. Find your own. You've got gifts. I found a few of mine.
Yeah.
What gifts have you found, like?
You just have to unlock them.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't know I could work dreams out, and I did do.
It's like there's a statue inside every tree. There's a wooden carving inside every tree. A work of art is in there.
Probably.
You just have to get it out.
Yeah. I like that, Kringle. I like that philosophy. Everyone's got some good in them, you know, and if everyone just bashes someone,
we just can't turn into this demon they want us all to turn into.
Exactly.
So I say it this way. I say it this way to us all. Don't build the Frankenstein, because that's what you'll get.
Don't build Frankenstein.
We need to be spreading the love, not the hate.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but how do you love someone who pisses you off?
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it?
It's easy. It's easy.
It's
to do.
I find
when you know how.
And I'm saying to myself, you need to practice what you preach. You need to keep calm, otherwise they're not going to listen to you.
Yeah, keep calm and carry on, folks. I never heard that.
Keep going, carry on. Exactly. More.
This is what I'll say to you, Finkley. Let's do it wrong where we don't know we're doing it wrong. Because back in the day, we didn't know we were doing it wrong. If you get what I mean.
Right, but right. If you're gonna do it right, do it.
Exactly. If you're doing it wrong purposely, we've got a Houston problem.
Yeah. Houston, we have a problem. They're not doing it right. Be with me. If you're
exactly. So carry on with what we're all doing, but don't purposely be doing something wrong. Is that So if you're doing something wrong,
do we really have free will, though, Brian? Can we even decide to do one thing or another, or is it all just predetermined?
Well, you're the boss, so you've got to decide.
Well, no, I'm asking you.
The boss, we're all fucked.
I'm asking you, man. Is free will just an illusion? Do you really have the choice to do anything, or was it all predetermined?
You do, because you've got to make mistakes to correct them, haven't you?
Yeah, but that was all predetermined in the first place.
Exactly.
Yeah. So exactly, do we?
It's not predetermined because you didn't know where you were going to mess up, did you?
Exactly.
Tell you what, random question for you all before I have to go in a bit, right? Sorry to jump in. Just thought before I have to go soon, right? If you could tell yourself when you were like a teenager, yeah? Say, if you could speak to your 18-year-old self right now, yeah, and give them some advice, what would you
said that
do?
earlier on?
Let's go with Bright first, me second, then Kringle, and
Yeah.
then Laura close the stream.
Ask
Go
it
for it.
again, then think, because you all stated
Go
this
for it.
before.
Can you ask it
If you
again,
could
please?
talk to your 18-year-old self, what
Yeah.
would you say?
Yeah,
You say, make
about
sure
like what could be to come or whatever.
because I know it now. Make sure you get there and question everything, because you got given a book and you worked it out was if you questions the one who knows doesn't know, but the one who doesn't know knows everything. You get to know what you didn't know by asking questions.
Yeah.
All right, my turn. Yeah, I'd say don't drink, and that's me done. Kringle.
Well, mine's the same. Substances aren't the answer to your problems.
Do you
Yeah.
drink, Chubby?
Yes, I do drink.
Yeah.
Yes. Only. I never drink over 5% alcohol, though, so that's why I'm not an alcoholic.
I'd also say don't let that one go that you lost in 2000 or 1990 something. She was the one. She was the one.
She was the one, eh? She
Frank
was
was
the one.
thinking,
You know,
I
if I
know
would have
you
listened to
talk
my
about.
first bit of advice, she would still be around anyway. So it's a moot point.
She is still around, and I've told her you were the one.
Is
Thank
this
you
your
so
turn?
much.
Are you having your turn now? Is this your turn?
Well,
Kringle.
It's
Have you said
Laura's
it yet?
turn.
I've had
What?
my turn.
All right, what did you say?
I'm here.
Substances are not the answer to your problems.
Substance is
Well-
not the problems. Okay, Laura, it's your turn.
Fair dues. Cheers, love. I was just going to say, I'd probably tell me 18-year-old self, don't worry too much, love, and don't wear your heart on your sleeve as much. And maybe also don't trust everybody that you come across, because that's what my big thing was. I used to trust too easily and think everyone was amazing, and then they'd take the piss
Yeah,
to hurt
you're-
me, and then that'd be that.
I hear you, Laura. Yeah.
Another way of saying my one, I'd say, just do you, baby.
Yeah, just
do you.
babe. Flipping,
Just do
do-
you.
And don't do any flipping prawn bumming, yeah? And
Laura,
bumming.
Laura, can I give you some insights into what you've just said? Just quickly,
Yes,
short
love.
sentence. You do trust people too much, right? And you know how that's proved today, right now.
I know.
You've given Kringle how many? 5, 6 chances?
I
You've
know.
given I'm on my bloody last chance, and you brought
I'm
us
still
back.
bloody learning, love.
Hey, man. That's why you're right. You're exactly right what you say. Don't trust people
But I
too much.
give people chances.
You do,
Yeah.
but you have to. I don't know. You don't have to do anything. You'll figure it out. You'll figure
I
it out.
will do, love, eventually.
That's what I have
But
to
see
say
what you
to
mean,
a
defo.
couple of people. Chubby, I said you'll work it out.
Yeah, we'll all figure it out. Our paths.
Well, just
you know.
make sure we don't fall foul for them.
Yeah.
All right, then. If you could tell yourself, okay, if you were to sort of, okay, here we
There's a
go. This is
picture
a
from
good
Matt
one,
in the
right?
Chat, right, he said, this is from Matt. Sorry. My
Go on.
picture is for Matt. There you go.
Would you rather know like how long you've got left to live? Say, you know, you don't even have to be given like a diagnosis of
I'd rather
terminal
know.
cancer or whatever.
I'd
If
rather
you were
know.
told, right, you've got a year to live, yeah, and that's it, done, finito, adios amigos, they'll be leaving, bish, or would you rather know when you're gonna die, basically, or would you
Yeah.
rather just, I know I've got a year, let's do what we can in that year. Do you know what I mean?
I'd rather know. We'd all draw the no. Everyone. There's 100% answer here. We'd all draw the no.
Well, guess what? Guess what, Laura?
What, love?
I showed a few people my sister's death when she was 15,
Oh,
and
sorry.
I showed it on a calculator, and it made sense. So I'd done it for me in myself, and I'm gonna pass
Right.
away aged 88.
Oh,
Long life for you there, Bryce. I wouldn't take
that's
much
not
notice.
bad,
Well,
that is
no,
it?
I'll accept that, Crinkly. I mean, Chubby, because
Chubby.
how does that work? Because I'm a twin.
It's called numerology. There's a big, massive conspiracy theory about this. It's only best dealt with if you're really good with numbers and maths and delve into it.
But
English.
it can work like that. Because
Us little people, Bright, we shouldn't be messing with that stuff. We don't know what's
of
going
which
on.
No. I was going to
Yeah.
say, Brian, you know, you've got a twin then. I didn't realise that till you said then. You got a twin sister, yeah?
no, brother.
Sorry, brother, right.
Yeah.
I was going to say, number one, are you identical twins? And number
We were
two,
born
are you dead
identical,
close?
yeah. Born
Wow.
identical, yeah. But you could,
Are you
but
like,
if you did see me and me twin, you eventually you go, yeah, I get the difference with them.
yeah, you work out
You
who's
might not
who.
straight away, but after a few little visits, you go, yeah, I know which one's which.
Oh, aye. And I was going to say, have you got like a dead close bond with your brother then, your twin brother?
No, we're always bloody fighting,
Oh, yeah.
always arguing, fighting.
It's because you love each other so much, love. You still do anything
No,
for
well,
each other, though, I'm
we
telling
both
you
think
now.
we're right, don't we? That's what, especially in this awakening thing. I think I'm right. He thinks he's right. He won't look at the stuff I look at, and vice versa.
He probably is right, but I can't say for sure.
Wow.
Maybe he's looked at it and dismissed it, whereas you just dismissed it without
No,
looking.
he's on the Boris Trump train and David Icke's.
Yes, I told you he was right. He's on David Icke's train. And Boris
Well,
Trump.
you're on that though. You're on that.
No, I've been there. I accepted that at first and went, nah.
Yeah, but you were going on about some of his stuff earlier as if you believe it.
I was, if you would have been listening, I was saying, I call him David Yikes, don't I?
Yeah, but you were saying everyone's a lizard and all that, weren't you?
No, I wasn't. He should be telling people the full story. I.e., your royals are trying to rob the earth by getting the people to facilitate with it.
Here's a question. If you could switch a switch and you forever you would be immortal, but you can't go back on it, would you press that switch to be immortal?
Nah. Imagine living forever and never ever dying. Imagine just living forever and ever. Amen. Do you know what I mean?
We do though, Laura, because we get sent back again.
He's
Well,
right.
they don't get them
Born.
back there, play love, but yeah.
Born again.
Yeah, our consciousness doesn't die.
It doesn't, so we
Energy
get
never
sent back
dies.
again. Don't stop
Yeah,
them trying to
exactly.
steal the air from you. The air.
Sorry.
Energy never dies, love. Energy never dies. We've always got to remember that, haven't we?
Exactly. And there's another one for you, people. Especially if I wind you up and get you angry and like start shouting at you and all that, take that energy off me and reverse it. That's what they do.
That's a good point.
I'm doing a whole series of lives on this soon to do with immortality, death. What does it mean to die? What does it even mean? What does it even mean to be me? Are you the same person now that you were years ago?
Finkley, do me a
And
favour.
what does it mean to die? You have to, first of all, you have to get clear on what is me.
Finkley.
What do you want to do then, Crinkle? Would you want, if you could hit that immortal button, would you hit it?
I think I would. I would. As much as that's, as much pain as there is being conscious and alive, I still would press it.
Yeah.
Finkley, do me a favour. You do look into things, don't you? Look into water on the brain and what the button does.
Yeah, look into that crinkle. That'll help you and help right as well.
Because you're talking about buttons.
Buttons, yeah.
I'd love to know what this one does.
Which one? What?
I was just going to say, chubby and bright. Like, what would you do then, guys? Would you end up hitting that immortal button to live forever and ever?
What? Elaborate with the word immortal. What's the? Tell me. So I know that I'm on the right track. What?
Living forever, mate. Living forever.
We already do though, so that's it doesn't work.
Define
you
forever.
Never die.
Define forever. I don't know.
When we listen to me, my sister died in '86. She's back in the world.
Oh, that's when I was born. Oh,
there you go. She's in the world somewhere.
This begs the questions about to do with: are there souls? Are there no souls? And if your body dies, does your soul go to live on forever? Or is the soul just part of a human body, and when the body dies, the mind goes with it? This is the question. This is a question. This is what I'm going to be dealing with and tackling.
Question. I'll put drop his name in chat if you want to know about consciousness.
This is what I've started saying in the now, Finkley. We are the good, bad, and anything indifferent.
Philosophically, you could argue you're already dead because the person you were, you no longer. Literally, physically, like all the cells in your body have regenerated, most of them. So most of your tissue is not what it used to be.
I've already said this to people.
And your mind has changed.
It's already been done because we're already there.
Right, hang on. So, one, let me finish. So you could argue that even every second, as cells die in your body and a new one grows, you have died, and you're a new person every instant.
Finkley,
or are you the same person you were when you were 5? As something persisted all the way along to now, so that you are the same person, or have they already died? These are the philosophical questions.
Finkley, if I said to you lost equals 66, what would it be meaning?
Nothing to me.
Well, if you add the letters up, it adds up to 66.
Lost equals 66.
The number of the beast. Are you?
Keep your sixes away from me, love. Keep your sixes somewhere else, yeah? Because he ain't coming over here. I was going to say then, all right then, if you could be, let's have a think. Would you rather be born a male, is like you guys are on panel right now, yeah, as far as I'm aware, you're all male, okay? Would you rather still have your tinkly dinkly doo-doo and have a play around with that whenever you do? Or would you rather be a woman, have a lady's body, and be looking in the mirror like, oh, look at me, bitch. Be like, oh, there's my body, and my hips, and my curves. Like, come on now. What would you rather be? A beautiful curvy woman with boobies and flower and a bomb and a hippies, or would you rather be what you are now as a man?
We can't really say because we're already here as we are.
I know, but I'm saying would you rather
physically, I think
will say, well, I want to come back as a male again.
Physically, I think females are more nice looking than a male with his fucking octopus hanging down there, you know what I mean? Like physically, you're perfect physically compared to a man like who's got, it's just not right. Something's wrong with the male bits. So physically, I want to be a woman, but I'm not sure. I have to think.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. That makes kind of some sort of sense.
Like the octopus between legs, come off it, bro. What was God thinking?
An octopus.
I think that have suckers on it.
He was thinking, said the Beatles, and that'll trick them.
All those tentacles. I mean, come off it, bro. He was trolling us, man.
Hey, but he knew though that you'd be able to, you could use that ding-a-ling-a-ling in many different ding-a-ling-a-lings.
It's fun though. Like, I mean, for men, I can imagine it being just as, exciting for a woman. So, with their bits. So, I don't know. I reckon they're equivalent because you got your
Well,
bits.
let's put
You
it
can,
this way: being a woman,
play
yeah,
around with.
I have to say, is meant. I think you'd like being a woman for a few days, or just a day in itself. I think you'd all love it. To be honest with you, I think it's pretty cool.
We wouldn't know that though, Laura.
Well, I'm telling you now,
was a
you
woman,
flipping would.
If you get what I mean.
You
With
just use
yourself,
your
you
imagination,
wouldn't
chicken.
know if you would how a man, but you know what I mean. It's
Yeah,
difficult,
I know
that one.
you'll never properly feel what it's like to be a woman, but if you could just like imagine for a few seconds in your mind.
All the
Well, women have got tiny little
What
dicks.
do you mean, a
Really,
curvy woman?
if you think about it, women have tiny dicks. Does the same sort of pleasure sensations. Yeah, so
Yeah,
we're not
all
that-
that stuff.
like we're all born, we're all begin development female, all of us, and males go on to be males, but we all start off as females.
My wife's got a massive dick.
This is like scientifically proven. We are all when
You
we're
watch too many
fetuses,
Hollywood movies, you do.
when we're all fetuses, when we're developing, we all start as
AFW.
female.
Yes,
All of us, every single one of us.
that's fair. I have heard that before. That
Yeah.
that is pretty much true. That from what I can remember, yes.
And then something else happens with males, and they go on to develop the male bits. But yeah, we're all female to begin with, so there's a female in all
I
of us.
gave it to you.
Exactly.
I wear a pink
Male,
shirt.
that's why we call female. Do you know what I mean? You're male, I'm female.
Yeah.
It's like
Fifi
we're
man.
both together. Exactly. He man, she man, whatever man.
Fifi man. That's why they call them Fifi men, I guess. Yeah.
And you know, a lot, but then put it this way, yeah, a lot of men out there, as well as a lot of women out there, they want to change into, either yourselves, a guy, a man, or myself, a
And they
woman.
want to read.
I'd love to be a woman for a day to experience
in libraries.
their way of experiencing things. You know what I mean? Why not?
Oh,
You have
yeah.
to say no to them, Laura.
I bet it's
Yeah,
fucking.
well,
you know what I mean?
And all that. Playing
honestly, if you could just stand in the
Babylons.
mirror all day and just see you got boobies and a flower, you'd be well happy. Do you know what I mean? You'd be loving life. I mean, if I had a dingaling, an octopus tail in between my legs, I'd be like, what the hell is this?
You know what I mean? It's like
What can I
some
do with this
Predator
then?
thing. Like Predator, his haircut, it's all dangly and fucking octopusy.
I was going to say, can you slap somebody around the face a bit?
Yeah, of course, man.
Have you ever had to do that? Use your penis to slap someone around the face?
I've done it before, yes.
Oh, I was actually joking, but
Ballpark.
Yeah, that's a joke. I mean, you do all sorts of things when you're with somebody, don't you? Come on, that's a joke.
Ballpark now, guys.
I
You
have,
can't put your dick in someone's face without consent.
you ain't lived until you've been slapped round the head with your boyfriend's penis, you know what I mean?
And they're dressed in a Kim suit with the ostrich cut out. Yeah, there you go. That's me. This has been so funny. I can't believe how much I've laughed on this stream. I'm absolutely crying, laughing.
What would you do with your octopus tail? Slap that bitch up.
You know what I mean?
Sounds like it, yeah. Hmm?
For real.
I'm going to make a joke.
Mhm. If I was a man, I'm telling you what, not only would I be looking at myself in the mirror for at least a few hours, on top of that, I would be, I would be going to town on things, okay? I'd be going to town on myself, and then I'd be like, listen, yeah, whether it's male or female, if you want me, come and get me. Do you know what I mean, love? and I'd be using the octopus tail as much as I could, and that'd be that.
Yeah, I like to go to town on myself as well. It's a great feeling.
That's what I mean, love. Start off with yourself, of course. Put yourself
Yeah,
first.
I know.
Love with the octopus tail. Yeah. Oh, it's got to be done.
Does
Yeah,
this
mate,
involve
yeah.
Pornhub or not?
Well, it could
See,
be.
Going
No,
to town on yourself? Is that what you're on about?
No,
Putting on a
see,
bit of
this is the
Pornhub
thing,
and
love. I don't need any of that Pornhub shit. I use my imagination, love. Right?
okay.
Yeah. Mm.
So yeah, that's good. It's very very
There you
wholesome
go,
stuff. You know what I mean?
we talk about all sorts here, don't we?
Some people
Yeah.
look at stuff like that like it's a sin and it's like something wrong
Oh,
with it.
do you know what? No, it's nature, darling.
No,
It's
but
natural.
allegedly, this is what
Exactly.
we're being told about them. The people are getting raped on there.
What? Say, use
On where?
instead of R.
And they're using Pornhub to put it on.
Well,
Oh,
nah.
And all the other ones.
No.
Yeah, not legally. Anything like that would be taken down immediately.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Allegedly. You don't half stick off with these.
Porn sites are legal. Like it's legal.
They allow things like that
They're
because they.
consenting adults who, and a
Yes,
lot of them
so.
are well-known, you know, porn stars.
Not
So.
either.
All this, I think you're on about like revenge porn, innit? Where you secretly upload some. Shit
No,
of
I'm
your-
not. I'm the individuals who I'm connected to on the internet. Well, a couple of times she's talked about it, and I'm going, yeah, I know what you're saying, but
Well, why doesn't she ring them up, the police, and have it removed if that's the case?
that's a good question. That's a good question to ask her. Why don't you? But she's doing it. She's doing it the video way to let people know. Don't go on the porn sites. Put them out of business.
Maybe she
That's
sounds
right.
like, you know, a religious, a Christian
No,
who looks at it as a sin. Huh?
Religions. You don't even know what I'm talking about. So,
Well, it sounds like they anti, you know, sex for some reason.
no.
Anti-you, anti-Baba.
Whatever it is, yeah, it's flipping weird. That's horrible. Oh God, no.
Frankly,
That's
I'll post one of the streams in the comment section,
Oh, okay.
and then
Don't be posting bloody rape videos.
it won't be that what she talked about. You'd have to go nosing through all the videos to see it.
Well, I'm not aware that there's anything like that on these legal porn sites because they're heavily regulated. These are like, you know, consenting actors. Yes, they are.
They don't. The porn sites are there for to get the young ones to look at it. No,
it's not. It's over 8. You've got to be over 18 to go on them.
Allegedly, people get no. Come
Well,
on.
yeah, and you wouldn't be able to pay for any videos unless you had a credit card. So you've got to be 18 or whatever for that.
You just Pornhub don't charge you for porn.
Well, there's some porn videos on there.
How do you know that, right?
Yeah,
Well, you're careful now because it's not good for the mental.
So
No, it's not. You're right, Finn.
Right,
You're right. That's what I'm trying to say.
If there's rape videos on your porn sites,
it's just that I have used it, and when she pointed it out, I go, she's talking to me really there, and I go, yeah.
You're going to the wrong porn sites if you're coming across that shit.
I'm not even telling you the one to go to, but it's not porn.
Sort of thing.
Well, it sounds like it's an illegal one if that's on there. So
They're all there.
If I ever saw anything like that, listen, if I ever went onto any kind of site like that, and I saw somebody, a man or woman in that situation, I'm not even going to say the proper word. I'm going to say grapes instead, which is bad enough, I hate even saying that. I'm sorry, it would get reported. If I thought for a
Well,
split second
well,
anybody
Laura,
was in
hang
that
on,
situation,
I'll post a stream to you when you look through the videos, and then
oh my
you
God,
do that for
mate, I
her,
can't do that in
and
it, can I?
even sub the girl and speak with her.
Well,
Listen,
I've got a story if you want to hear it. I
I
actually.
might still put it in a private chat now, mightn't I?
no, please don't, no. Please don't, because my channel will just get shut
No, I
down.
won't.
Yeah.
I didn't want to anyway, because she's not here.
This is an employment thing. I asked, I contacted a website which is in the adult industry, and I made inquiries to find out if I would get money for because I've got some good looking ones, and they said, well, you get tokens. I was like, well, I don't want any tokens. What the fuck am I going to do with tokens? Right, well, you can put them back in the website. I was like, well, that's not going to work for me. I have ginger pubes, so they pay a lot for that kind of thing.
Yeah. Have any of us been shown the Facebook shapeshifting and the words in there, what it says?
I've seen that, Crinkle. I actually put that out there. It's about there.
It's not Crinkle speaking to you. It's Brian.
Sorry, yeah, it was. Yeah, Crinkle. Have you seen that, Crinkle? Have you seen the alien on Facebook? Have you seen the
the word sex in Facebook?
No, he hasn't. No.
The dots on it. Connect the dots and it says sex.
He's like the opposite of they live. If he takes the glasses off, then he can see the idiots and the aliens and the shapeshifters and the lizards. But when he puts the glasses back on, he can't see them. Take your glasses off.
Who are you talking to? Who you stating that?
Kringle, I'm talking to Kringle now. Kringle, do you know what you look like in that photo? You look like you've just shoved your fist up a cow's ass.
Gloves to protect me from strong sulfuric acid.
Bullshit, you've just fisted a cow.
It's only kids who believe in ghosts see ghosts. Only the ones who believe in them.
Yeah, Finkley, here's a question for you.
The
ghost burn.
I believe in ghosts and I'm not a kid. What the fuck?
Why did you mention kids see ghosts?
Well, no, what I mean is, it's only people who believe in ghosts. They're the only ones that see ghosts.
Yeah, but Finkley, the ghosts burn if they were real.
Gringo, I watched this film the other day called Troll, and it was about a guy and his daughter sat on the top of a mountain, and she couldn't see the trolls, but he could. And he said, if you actually close your eyes and believe that there's trolls out there, you'll see them. She opened her eyes, and sure enough, there was trolls in the mountains. That's exactly what you're saying now, and you've just fisted a cow.
Yeah, so if you don't believe this shit, you tend not to see it, you know what I mean?
Oh, can you explain a bit further on that? This is good psychology.
Not yet, because I'm having breakfast. So.
Are you eating a troll?
What are you eating, Finkley?
He's eating a troll with some Chianti sauce and some liver beans.
What are you having for your brekkie?
Cornflakes.
Have you ever seen the cornflakes? Have you ever seen the cornflakes conspiracy? Look, it's on YouTube. It's true. If they crunch cornflakes up right and put a magnet on, you'll pick up loads of metal. The same metal that built bridges off.
Let me let you into a secret. Your blood is magnetic. It's got iron in it.
It does. It's got iron in it. You can taste the metallic taste in your mouth when you've got blood in your mouth.
Your bones are made of metal, calcium, sodium is in your blood. That's metal. We are made of metal.
If you look, crush cornflakes, put a magnet on them, and you'll see. Just Google it. It's on Google. It's free. It's true.
How the hell have we got
Who
metal
was
in
your
our
father?
bodies, though? Where the hell's that come from? Yeah, how the hell have we got iron and like metal and shit in our blood and our bodies, our bones,
Yeah,
or
but the thing is,
whatever?
there's iron in
What's all the chemtrails for then?
there's iron in natural plants, right? And what they're doing with cornflakes is they're putting actually iron filings in these cornflakes. And if you don't believe me, look it up.
What?
I promise you. Right?
Iron filings in
Iron
cornflakes.
Cornflakes, yeah. Just look it up. Please do. You'll never eat cornflakes or any other cereal again if you do.
The reason why metals are important in the body is, well, in the case of iron, it allows molecules to bind to it and be released quite easily, and that would be oxygen. It's called coordination chemistry. That's why it's important in our blood.
So should we eat an iron? Should we eat an
It's
iron?
right at the center of a protein called hemoglobin.
Oh, yeah.
And so, yeah, the oxygen it coordinates to the iron atom, but then can be released. And if it wasn't able to do this two-way binding and releasing, we wouldn't be able to breathe. So it's pretty good stuff.
Laura, why have you got your screen blacked out? But why didn't you just put your avatar on?
Mate, well, I'm pitch black in my room. I've not even thought about doing that. That's a good point, you know. Even though I am going to have to go in very soon because I need some sleep.
No worries.
It's one of the two states. I can't remember which one. Either when oxygen is bound or unbound, which is when your blood is magnetic. Can't remember which one it is, but in one state it's magnetic and in the other it's not, depending on whether oxygen is bound.
Iron Man. Okay, Iron Man.
So there you go. We're all magnetic anyway.
Iron Man.
I'm magnetic.
Yeah,
you know that.
Thank you. But that's why we're all attracted in some way, shape, or form to some of us.
Me, yeah. Exactly.
Some of us.
Especially,
So I just want to say it's been an absolute it's been an absolute pleasure to speak and enjoy your company tonight. All ears, and I'm including the chat as well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm going now. I've got stuff to do. Thanks for bringing us back, Laurie. Give me another chance. You trust me too much, mind. Don't go trusting me too much.
I'm still wary of everybody on here, dear. Don't you worry about that. But yeah, take care, yeah. And thanks for coming on.
Right, I hope to speak to you soon because I've got to know you like on a different level tonight.
Mm-hmm. Well, we shall see. What will be, will be.
Take care of yourself.
See you, everyone. See you, Pride. See you, Crinkle. See you, everyone.
Bye for now.
Take care.
Bye.
Good night. Well, good morning. Right. So on that note, then, I'm going to have to go as well. But thank you very much, everybody, for joining and for watching and listening in.
Take care of yourself.
They got Laura Lou and
Don't worry.
Right.
And I tell you what, do not think for a second, Mr. Crinkle Tits, that this is going to flip in, magically make everything better with other people and stuff, and even with myself, you know, I'm still getting my head around everything here, right?
I've always liked you anyway, so when you're ready to like me back, you know, we can...
I did. I used to think you were awesome, mate. But then you started being a titty witty woo woo.
Well, we can all be a bit silly at times, I guess.
Yes, we can.
I've always loved you, Laura.
Thank you very much. So and I was going to say, take care and everything, yeah? But remember, you've got to speak to the people you need to speak to.
Listen to what you say.
Okay. Well,
go on then. You two sleep well. Sleep well.
Cheers for having us on, man.
No worries.
See you.
Right, were you going to say something, mate, before you went? Were you going to say something? Sorry.
I'm going to go now, Dara. I'll let you say ta-ra to these side chatters.
No worries.
Okay, man. I'll catch you soon.
thanks for letting me up as well, Laura, and forgiving me.
No worries.
Okay, see you soon then. Ta-ra.
Take care. No night, sleep tight. Bye bye.